Hey people, what's going on? What is going on? In breaking news, Helmet Head is giving timelines that don't nobody give a fuck about. Who are you giving this timeline for, bitch? I just need to know because uh Joy was around for it. The whole J4K community was around for it. The T sector community was around for it. Who is this timeline for? Nobody gives a fuck. But I'm gonna humor you. I'm gonna humor you. Suppose you're right and somebody did break me and Joy up. Guess what, bitch? We didn't try to get back together. We both agreed. She said she happy. I've said I'm happy. Well, she said it a lot more. She was hashtag unbothered, showing arms and shit. I didn't do all of it. I just went on with life. But yeah, she got studios and shit and new niggas. Everybody is happy. You know what the fuck I was doing because you was chasing me, bitch, in your city. So, I mean, it worked out for the best. Who gives a fuck why we broke up? Is that even important now a year later? Like it is a year later, ma'am, that we've been broken up. Does it matter now why? We ain't getting back together. We ain't try to get back together. In fact, every time somebody asked me, I told them, hell no. I did it publicly and privately. Truth and them was like, you might get back together. I don't blame you if y'all get back together. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing about it because y'all might get back together. And I kept telling everybody, broke up for a reason. And it just is what it is. I don't know what do you want at this timeline? She got KMJ. I still got State Gang and Gang the Sippers. Where everybody's happy. Who gives a fuck about your timeline, man? I certainly do not. You know I don't care. I was fucking her friend. Or was gonna fuck her friend. I don't care. No matter what anybody says, I'm not going to give a fuck. It's over. I gave a fuck when I was in the relationship. When the relationship was over, I no longer gave a fuck. That's where I'm at. And I really stopped giving a fuck when she started acting like an op. And she's still acting like an op. So even if your timeline was true, ain't shit gonna change. We ain't getting back together. That bitch did too much. She's an op. She's one of you. You can have her. That was the first news story, ladies and gentlemen. The first news story was it's a dyke bitch in Detroit that's doing a timeline that don't nobody give a fuck about. That's the breaking news. It's the first story. Moving on, we have this story called a Florida police officer is blamed for a crash, but the city will not pay. Ain't that a bitch? The city ain't getting their money up.
Speeding St. Petersburg police officer crashed into a teenager's car back in June, totaling 2 vehicles and sending 3 people to the hospital. Team investigator Adam Walzer has learned even though the accident report clearly blames the officer, the city has refused to pay.
I know y'all other hoes didn't think y'all was finna get no shine. I know y'all didn't. Y'all better get it out the mud. All 3 issues. You 3 dyke hoes. You 3 stooges. Y'all got to get it out the mud. Yeah, nothing for you. Have at it. But Helmet Head, don't nobody give a fuck about your timeline, man. You see, we not bothered. That's fucked up. Like your whole, you start your live off listening to what the fuck we got to say. That's amazing, actually. That's flattering. Somebody told me you bought a dog and you named the dog Truth. And I was like, you shouldn't be offended by that. I said, she takes care of that dog. She bathes that dog. She brushes that dog. She grooms that dog. She probably let that dog lick all in her face. She loves that dog. She loves Truth. She loves Truth. She takes care of that animal. That's how much she loves Truth. You don't do that for somebody you hate because you have to pet the dog. You have to love the dog. You have to take care of the dog as if it's a child. But that's what this bitch is doing. And bitch, I know I did not hear you say today you is 40. Why is you out here lying, ma'am? You ain't been 40 in 20 years. Stop the cap. But I know I'm not gonna be ashamed of what I do in my 40s. Bitch, you ain't. Like, would you just die already? Would you just die? Nobody's gonna miss you. You know, nobody. You ain't got no kids. Your sister don't like you. She tell you to shut up all the time. We think your mama already dead. Your adopted kids don't like you. So, I mean, don't you just die? Ain't nobody gonna miss you. Just hurry up and help people. I'm sorry for the tainted child. My bad. I did not catch it.
What's it like looking at this, seeing these airbags, and knowing you were right there?
It was scary. It was a very traumatizing moment.
Bella Bankston only drove her black 2021 Hyundai Sonata for about a week before it was totaled, but she worked hard for years to get it.
I got it from graduating a year early. My mom and my grandpa got it for me.
You're pretty excited about it, I think.
Yes.
Oh, bitch. I ain't ashamed of my motherfucking record. That's why I told you pussy ass niggas to pull it up. If anything, the way y'all brains work, I would be celebrated for my record because it's hustling related crimes. It's literally all my arrests got something to do with dope. But they're all misdemeanors though, so there's that because I have good lawyers and shit. But yeah, in y'all's mind, I would be celebrated. I'm a hood nigga, and I don't talk about this shit though. Like I literally don't advocate hood shit. I don't be on her bragging or nothing. But put my record up, that's what you see. So yeah, I'm not embarrassed by my record. That's a lot of niggas that went to jail for selling dope and shit like that. But I haven't served any time. But you, ma'am, you actually got your kids removed, and they said it wasn't no lights or no food in the house. That's what the state said. Well, I don't know which one is worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? You getting caught with a half ounce in a scale and shit, or CPS taking the kids out your house saying you ain't got no food and lights on. I don't know which one's worse. I'm guessing though the one where you can fuck the mug shot. I'm guessing the one where they said you ain't had no food and lights in your house, and the white man had to come in your house and intervene for you because your black ass couldn't take care of your kids. I think that's worse than anybody's mug shot, unless the mug shot for like rape or some shit like that. You ain't got nothing like that on us, and I count. Like, don't want to hurt it. Stealing, it's motherfuckers over there in your camp, stove, stank, selling pussy, stank. It's, you know, like it's people in your camp got records, ma'am, and you've been committed. You have been committed. You went to a psychiatric facility and checked yourself in. I would rather have a rap sheet than to be crazy, bitch. That's all I'm saying. Your mama probably got a record. Your daddy probably got a record. Martin Luther King had a record. Rosa Parks had. All your black heroes had a record, bitch. I'm just saying. That's not a bad thing in 2023. Hell, Donald Trump just got locked up. What the fuck are you talking about? He just got indicted, man. He has a record now. What the fuck? Bill Clinton got a record, bitch. What are you talking about? We don't want to hear this. You're too old for this. This is what you got in your last days of life. Hating on people that ain't stood. Keep it up though. It's working. One day somebody will care.
Oh, what?
On June 20th, just before 5:30 p.m., Bella was headed to her father's house, driving on 22nd Street South. Her 16-year-old sister, Shatalia, was also in the car.
I was going to make a left turn, and as I was making a left turn, the police hit me.
According to this police report, the officer was driving in the wrong lane on a 2-lane road, going the same direction Bella's car was traveling. He was also speeding, but did not activate his emergency lights, dashboard camera, or siren.
We found out in the report that he was going 55 in a 30.
Could you see him?
No, not at all.
Bella called her mother, Susan Strassmeyer, who rushed to the scene.
Took some pictures. I walked around. One of the officers actually told me they were sorry.
Oh, it's down, so she had her left turn signal on.
These are some of her pictures and videos. They show how the Hyundai was knocked 30 feet from the point of impact and crashed into a tree.
The side airbags came out, and the airbags up there, and that one came out. And then when we hit the tree, the ones down there came out.
After the initial impact, the police cruiser plowed into a much larger tree. The report says Officer Brian Rentas Pena was not wearing a seatbelt. He and both girls were rushed by ambulance to area hospitals.
I got down to the hospital. An officer met me down there. He gave me the crash report, and he told me don't worry about anything, that the city of St. Petersburg is self-insured, and that they...
This here it's in Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida. There they go, there they go, there they go. Pass me the ketchup. Let's get them.
make sure everything was okay.
Susan says things initially appeared to be going in the right direction.
They gave me a claim number. They gave me an adjuster through risk management.
But weeks later, she says the adjuster stopped returning calls. Then a few weeks ago told her they determined Bella was at fault.
My daughter did not get a citation. She didn't do anything wrong.
Where does the claim stand right now?
They told me that they weren't going to take responsibility.
The car, once valued at $22,000, now sits useless in the driveway.
In other words, St. Petersburg said, oh, it ain't my fault. Did I do that? It ain't my fault. That's fucked up. They got all that money. They don't price it. I hate cities that do that. Memphis don't, goddamn it, accept no claims either. Like, they got the worst potholes in the world, and they just ain't paying for shit. They say it's your fault. You should have seen it, big ass crater. Like, so you just ain't gonna fix it. You're not gonna fix the pothole or the car. See, I would be cool if they fix the pothole or the car. They just ain't gonna fix neither one. You gotta just fix your car yourself and still avoid that pothole 7 months later. I just don't understand. These cities ain't shit.
Susan has hired an attorney.
Gabriel.
The St. Petersburg city spokesperson emailed, "This claim still has an active status, and the city of St. Petersburg does not comment on pending claims." A police spokesperson said Officer Rentas Pena has not returned to work due to his injuries. Crash is being reviewed to determine if he will face discipline. Bella lined up a job at a nursing home while attending college.
Are you supposed to be going to classes?
Her mama ain't shit. I know y'all saying why he said her mama ain't shit. Cause this girl young and her mama named her Bella. There's an old person name. Ain't no young people named Bella.
Yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it, it's a Gertrude.
Bella. Gertrude just sound ugly.
Lisa?
Yes, for dental assisting.
And what's going to happen if you don't have your ride?
Not gonna be able to make it.
My chief investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt McGlashan taking action for you.
No. Okay, this one is interesting. 75 officers on leave after thousands of shots fired in Garfield standoff. How the fuck do you suspend 75? Ain't that the whole police force? At Garland out. Is this Pittsburgh? Where is this? Garland,
Texas?
Pittsburgh's Garfield neighborhood. I said Garland. It's fucking Garfield for one.
Oh.
It's in Pittsburgh in the neighborhood called Garfield, the Garfield neighborhood. Do you have PayPal? Yes, I do, son. Yes, I do. Yeah, dozens of officers on leave after an hours-long shootout where thousands of shots were fired in Pittsburgh, Garfield neighborhood. Erica Moke has the latest. How much you want to bet Erica is black?
Faculty exhausted every resource available, from communication to playing family messages. The gunfire, the exchange of gunfire was there. There was thousands of gunfire.
Thousands of rounds of gunfire sitting there.
The tactical team exhausted every resource available, from communication to playing family messages. The gunfire, the exchange of gunfire was there. There was thousands of gunfire.
thousands of rounds of gunfire, a city neighborhood riddled with bullets. Tonight, a lot of questions remain. One day after that shootout in Garfield, we can tell you that dozens of officers who were involved are now off the street. They include 47 City of Pittsburgh officers, 12 Allegheny County police officers, and 16 Allegheny County Sheriff's deputies.
Damn.
Police say those officers will be evaluated after their involvement in that highly charged situation yesterday. They'll likely be off the streets for several days. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Kristen.
Now, if thousands of shots were fired and wasn't nobody killed, I think these niggas need to go back to training.
Reminds me of one old joke I had. Something about these preschooler kids got expelled from school for playing cops and robbers. And I said, I think the kids, the robbers were expelled and the cops were suspended with pay. Okay, nothing.
Because you didn't tell the damn joke.
That is the joke. It's the cops are suspended without pay. All right. Suspended with pay.
So there wasn't a story behind it. There wasn't a lead up. It was just.
It's kind of a quick one-liner.
Oh, okay. See, that's why you got nothing, because I thought you were telling the story of a joke that you once told, and you just was giving us the.
Yeah, that's just the gist of it, really.
In Sorensen, the gunfire on Broad Street has long since ended, but the disbelief coming from neighbors is loud and clear. Erica Moke spoke to those neighbors and got an up-close look.
Erica sound like a white girl. Where? How many white Ericas do you name? A famous white Erica, ma'am. I'll wait. I was the only nigga in a school full of white people for 4 years. But by myself, but the 8 years I was there, and my brother was the other nigga there, it wasn't one white Erica in the school. I never, no, I can't remember one Erica. There's a whole bunch of Britneys and Ambers and things of that nature, and Michelle's, but no Ericas. It's a nigga name.
You know, I've noticed Erica's with a K are usually
Erica's
hotter.
like, when I hear Erica, I think of a light-skinned chick with big ass earrings, red lipstick, and red fingernails. This is what I think about when I hear Erica. And I was right. This Erica Moke lady. Well, no, wait. She got a tan. Oh, Erica Moke is mixed. She's a mutt.
Look at that damage, Erica.
Erica Kane. Who the fuck is that? That sounds like a porn star.
Prettiest girl I've ever seen in my life that wasn't a celebrity or someone famous was named Erica.
Oh, she said, "All my children." Erica Kane. Is that her real name or is that a character name? I said a famous one. If she a TV character, she's not famous. She has to be famous, like, you know. I can't even think of a famous black Erica now that I think of it. I'm thinking.
Badu?
I could just, yeah, Erica Badu. Yeah, you got to be like that. That's her that's her name she performs by. Erica Kane was just for that TV show. When you see her out in public, you don't call her Erica Kane. Who the fuck is Erica Campbell? I know Nev Campbell. Who the fuck is Erica? Yeah, who are these people? See, if I gotta ask who they are, they ain't famous. I say name a famous white Erica. He naming them. Who is that one? You gave me the TV star. Who is this other one? Maybe she is famous, Erica Campbell. Gabe, you know this Erica Campbell?
Nope.
Do you know this is a white woman? What is she famous for? They famous, you just wet. Again, the lady that played Erica Kane may be famous, but yeah, that's not her fame name. That ain't her fame name, Erica Kane. That's the character she played. I mean,
Christine and Ken, yeah, yesterday we were telling you just the amount of gunfire.
Famous for what? What did she do, Miss Daly? You popping out the bush, she famous. I done asked you a million times, who is she, what she do, and you gonna say she very famous. See, I just ain't gonna tell me who this white bitch is. I just got to guess. Don't make me Google her. Okay, Google. Who is Erica Campbell? This motherfucker said, who's the closest friend?
According to Wikipedia, Erica Monique Campbell is an American singer and songwriter, specializing in the urban contemporary gospel, Christian R&B, and contemporary R&B genres. She started her music career in 1998 with her younger sister, Tina Campbell.
Well, that ain't her, first of all, because I'm looking at this here picture, and this here chick is light skinned. She brown, she black, but her middle name Monique, so that's definitely a black girl. That ain't the one y'all was talking about, I'm quite sure. Erica Monique Campbell. And those white Ericas were bitches. She isn't white. Read the chat. Oh, Erica Campbell. That's what I said. All I know is black Ericas. I said it's a black name. But then I did say I can't think of. Well, not yet, because I told y'all what I think about when I thought of Erica. So I've never known a white Erica ever. Except for the one that she said played on the soap opera. So there was the right Erica Monique Campbell with the Grammy. All right, then. Shout out to the sister. Strong name, strong name.
That was exchanged yesterday, and you were able to see in that video the damage left behind at that row house, showing you just how intense this standoff was. You can see behind me that home has since been boarded up. But right now on this street, you can see neighbors are out.
Y'all supposed to be cooking and cleaning any damn way. This is a man show. Fuck.
Now they are alongside city leaders assessing the damage from those bullets, like what you can see right here on this house, evidence of bullets whizzing by. Neighbors told me yesterday they felt like they were in the middle of a war zone brought on by a man that they
I asked for a white Erica. Because I said Erica sound black.
And he was telling me that they're going to pay for this. I'm like, good. I said, if you're on the street, it's cool. He said, you'll see. And he walked away.
That man, who lives just a few doors down, says he had no idea that just days after that conversation with William Hardison, he'd turned what's been described as a normal, quiet neighborhood into a nightmare.
Everybody shut out with them folks.
I couldn't even count. It had to be over 2,000 rounds. Coming and going. Please him, please him. They were so loud, you would have thought it was a bomb.
City officials and police giving an update today on the response, saying their attempts to make contact with Hardison and bring the situation to a peaceful end were met either by silence or that barrage of bullets.
The gunfire, the exchange of gunfire was, there was thousands of gunfire. I just couldn't tell you the number.
The exact amount of shots, ammunition, even weapons used by the suspect is still under investigation by state police. And although neighbors say they had no idea what kind of stockpile Hardison may have been sitting on, one says she did see him with a gun case, which she says contained more than one rifle.
It was heavy. He was struggling from across the street to his house to get it into his house.
His house, the one he refused to leave, now left battered from a gun battle, as are the homes nearby, including the one that shares a wall with the now crime scene. Our camera was invited inside, capturing several bullet holes in that shared wall, one big enough to see right through.
It was a dramatic scene. I didn't never think it would have gotten to this point.
Oh, Erica Alexander.
Now, it is still not known where the...
That name sounds familiar.
Living single.
So that's the white one. No, that's the black. That's Pam.
Yeah. Oh, you're not looking for black. You're looking for white.
Yes.
Okay.
We've already established Erica is the dominant black name. I was telling them to find me a famous white one, and all I got was a character from a story, as the old folk call it.
shot that killed the suspect came from. Again, that's still under investigation.
Erica Jane from The Housewives' wife. Is she famous or is she just on TV? Or on The Housewives? Like, what did she do? Did she marry somebody? Why y'all playing when a nigga say famous, man? Y'all know what the hell famous is.
Well, it says she has a career in music, releasing several dance hits.
Which one? Erica Jane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, famous then. Dance hits. All right. I'll take that as fame. She's a singer. We got one white woman. She's famous. Named Erica. What else we got?
I'm looking.
We can name a whole bunch of Ericas. If it's black. Erica Watson, Erica Washington, Erica Johnson. I can just keep going on. Erica Montgomery. I can just keep going on.
The neighbor who lives immediately next door didn't want to go on camera. She said that there are at least 4 bullet holes in her wall, and any of them could have killed her. Thankfully, though, she evacuated, and she...
Erica Durant's played Lois Lane. You talking about like the first Lois Lane? I wasn't born then, so that's probably why I don't recognize it. Because that definitely ain't the one that played on the Lois and Clark Superman TV show. It wasn't her.
That was Terry Hatcher.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I know it was there. Now she's talking about like the original Lois Lane. All right. She got me on that one. We got two white women named Erica.
Wait, Lois Lane from the Superman movie? No, that wasn't, her name wasn't Erica.
No, she's saying she played, Erica played Lois Lane, sir. I ain't say from the movie. They ain't say from the movie. They just see that Erica plays. I don't know these people. We just say like the 2 Ericas y'all name old the bitch. Well, no, y'all named 3 because y'all gave me the singer. I'm still count the soap opera star kind of, but she old and a bitch.
Well, Erica's with the C are kind of they're really not that famous. Let's see, Erica's with the K. Erica Christensen.
Yeah, definitely white. You can hear it all in the last name. What is she famous for?
The movie Traffic. She was the white girl that was all drugged up.
Oh no, she's not famous, sir. Fuck this. She one movie, she ain't famous.
Okay.
Nope, she's an extra. This man said she had one movie. What's she famous for? One movie. Remember that time? She was really, really quick. So yeah, I get high dipping the dude. Trey is trying to irritate our soul.
Her pets are okay. We're live tonight in Garfield. Erica Moke, KDKA TV News.
Erica, thanks. On August 25th.
Okay. Now this here story, ladies and gentlemen, is very interesting to me. One, because it's the female attorney that I was saying was fine and stuff like on the YNW Millie trial up there. It's her, one of his defense attorneys. It's her. She knows the law. She attempts to manipulate the law to get her baby daddy locked up. The same baby daddy she called over there to fix the problem. And you know, it kind of goes to how I be saying women are master manipulators and shit like this. But yeah, they posted her damn arrest video. Somebody got the damn video and posted the shit. So we finna listen to what happened. Saying it's not important because she dressed. She not dressed up or anything. She at the house chilling, but she's an old vindictive ass bitch. You can't trust these light-skinned women, I'm telling you.
2022, the Miami-Dade sheriffs received an alarming phone call from a man who stated that he had been assaulted by the mother of his 2 children during a dispute.
How can I help you, sir? Yes, I need somebody, I need a cop here to tell me to either leave with my daughter or not, or leave with my kids or not, because this is an ongoing thing with my children.
Also, fucked up position to be in. Because she calls this man and says, come get your child. Can't do nothing with her. Come get her. He says, okay, I'm on the way. Gets there. Something happens she don't like. Next thing you know, it's a court order. You can't take her no way. Like, what the fuck did you call me over here for then? It was a court order when you called me. Like, I ain't got time to play with you people. And that's the battle he's having with the police officer, and the police officer telling him, well, you got to man up. Nigga, you're not going to be locked up. If I go to jail for kidnapping or anything of that nature, you're not going to be the one in there. You ain't going to bun me out of shit. So it's easy for you to talk that shit. And then I don't understand how this police officer got a job because his English accent is I don't know where this foreigner from. He's not from here, though. This nigga's accent is fucked up, and he's allowed to police the Americans. That ain't right. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. I'm racist.
Whether the cops were here just a month ago.
During the 911 phone call, he explained that the mother of his child is a high-powered lawyer and is currently one of the lead attorneys on a high-profile death penalty case involving rapper YNW Melly, who is accused of double homicide. He reported that she smacked him with the palm of her hand before the police arrived.
This shit is better than cops. Now we just got the body cam footage and shit, so it's better than cops. Especially when you can just go to your local police. Well, you can't go to. You got to go to the records place and ask for body cam footage and shit. It costs you, but you can get interrogation footage, body cam. You can get all this shit. Public record. They work for you. It's your footage. You just have to ask for it. And a lot of times, when they be bullshitting, you just have to keep applying pressure and under the Freedom of Information Act and threatening to sue and all that shit. They'll eventually give it to you.
Okay, what's going on? I don't live here. This is my kid's mother's house. I got that dog. She's cool. Okay. Not you guys per se, but MDPD busy or something.
Pit bull loose walking towards the police officer. Police officer asked about the dog. Oh, she's cool. Nigga, it's your dog. She cool to you. I hate when people say that shit. It's cool because it knows you. It's your animal.
Baby mama drama pretty much going on. She called me today. I live in West Kendall. She called me today because her and my daughter, they don't get along. They have major issues sometimes. Last time you guys came out here, you guys took my daughter. My daughter's 13. My daughter spent a week in Citrus and so on and so forth. Same thing's happening now today. She's threatening, I don't know what happened. We get into some argument or whatever. I don't know what's going on. She calls me threatening to come pick her up this and the third. If you get into the legal side of it, I'm not supposed to have my daughter at this time or something. So I'm like caught in the middle. It's like, and then I'm to the point, honestly, because she keep playing a lot of games. A lot of games. That is, y'all gotta tell me what to do. Where's she at? She's inside? Yeah, take my kid with me, or I don't take my kid with me.
So do you have right?
I have right, but she's majority. Like my kids live here. They live here, they go to school here, they do everything here. And then the thing is, for the mom, years ago, lied and said that my uncle, not my uncle, my brother, which is her uncle.
You know how women are. Every time they have a problem, they need some guidance. They need some assistance.
That's the foreign motherfucker. That's the foreign motherfucker's advice. You know how women are. They need assistance. They need guidance. Bruh, is you not listening to?
Lied and said that my uncle, not my uncle, my brother, which is her uncle.
You know how women are. Every time they have a problem, they need some guidance. They need some assistance. And you're the man, bro.
You're the one to call. I don't want to be the man.
Unfortunately,
no, you're the man. You're the man.
That's a daughter.
My daughter, she's suffering. Like I got to get an attorney. And then the mom is an attorney. She's on medication.
Okay, she wants you to take her with you.
That's what she says. She wants me to take her.
So That's what seems to be the problem.
I don't know what to do because the mom be playing a lot of games, so they feel like I don't have a concern to. I take my kid, bro. My kid is at budget.
He sounds like a man that's been through some things. He's like, I need y'all to see it. So at least if some shit pop out, I could say I was instructed by the police. I didn't just come here and do this on my own for the courts. Sound like he done been through some shit before with this woman.
Probably.
But he ain't got to her part yet, though. He telling his story. He ain't even noticed it. He told, I don't know. Now, when the guy narrated, he said that he told them he was assaulted and all of that. I didn't hear any of that. I ain't heard him say that to the dispatcher, and he sure hasn't said it on the scene. So he doesn't want her locked up. He's trying to get his daughter, and he wants the police to tell him it's okay. He said his daughter is suffering, not trying to get her locked up. Oh, but wait till she start talking though.
If you're gonna take the kid with you, when she wants to give it to you, you're gonna be right here, make a report.
Oh,
and then that's about it.
Everything else for you, and then that's what I need. Okay,
let's go, bro. Let's go get some names and let's you know what I mean? Let's have any family members.
How did this guy get hired?
You haven't stayed there.
Okay, and that's the home where she said it took place and so on and so forth. Okay, so usually my paper we have an agreement where my daughter's not supposed to be. You guys know. But I'm
Bro didn't even want to knock on her door. He led him up to the door and he was like, y'all can knock on the door. He walked away.
Can you have the record that showed up on scene?
Hey, how you doing, man? Can I speak to you?
It's important to remember this woman is an attorney. She knows the law and she knows trigger words to try to get the police to feel sorry for her. This is the daughter that answered the door, I think.
7574.
How you doing, man? What's going on?
My daughter got in trouble again. Second email from the school, so I took the phone away. Or I said it was taking the phone away. She then proceeded to start breaking stuff in my house again. She jumped with a mop bucket, had full of water all over it. So I called him to assist me because this is what happened 3 months ago, and she had to be because she broke all the plates in the house. So I said, come and get her. We're not going through this again. My son is scared. He's locking himself in the room because he's like, this is the same thing she did last time.
Okay.
So Dad gets here. Hey, Dad's here, right? Thinking he's going to help me. No, I'm eating dinner. He comes in, he's frothing at the mouth, spits on me in front of my son.
Who uses words like frothing at the mouth to the police? Bitch, you ain't talking to a jury. Now, he's supposed to be coming over there to get the daughter because it's an argument going on. So I'm guessing she didn't open the door because she said she's sitting there eating dinner and he's frothing at the mouth. She didn't get up to tell him what was going on, to tell like nothing, to, you know, they ain't have no, she's eating dinner. All right, let's continue with her side of events. He's frothing at the mouth. I gotta go back. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I'm gonna start using it though after I look it up.
This is the same thing.
Okay, Google. What does frothing mean?
Oh, you don't know what it means?
Here's the definition of froth: form or contain a rising or overflowing mass of small bubbles.
I did not know this.
Oh.
So he was spitting, in other words, or she was saying he was foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, foaming at the mouth, basically. Same thing as foaming.
This is an educational show as well, ladies and gentlemen. We teach sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Most of the shit we teach is bullshit, but you know, it's no different than the public school system and the church you go to. But whatever.
last time. So dad gets here. Yay, dad's here, right? Thinking he's gonna help me. No, I'm eating dinner. He comes in, he's frothing at the mouth, spits on me in front of my son, slaps me, punches me. You can feel the welt from his big arms. You still see his red. I think we called you 30 minutes ago. I'm still red.
We called you 30 minutes ago. I'm still red. She trying to get this man locked up.
And that's pretty much frothing at the mouth, spits on me in front of my son, slaps me, punches me.
Wait a minute. He spit on you, smacked you, punched you, all in front of your kids, and you sitting there calm in the bitch when the police pull up. Man, I don't know no black woman that, you know, they tend to get loud and show out and shit when the police pull up. You run outside, he did it, officer. So you just took all of that and sat there calmly. And you're telling this story calmly after being spit upon, smacked, and punched.
It's pretty amazing. You got to give her credit for that.
Now, keep in mind, she was smacked and punched, but she's telling the police, look, he grabbed me by the arm. It's red right there. It's been 30 minutes. Bitch, where's the bruising from the punch? Where's the handprint from the smack? If you got a bruise on your arm, I mean, you got punched, man. You punched is the word she used. It means the fist. Kill him. And not in the arm. He grabbed on the arm, so she ain't red from that. All right, then. Breaking news. She said Pence grabbed, he did something to her arm.
Get her. We're not good.
He tried to implicate assault, though.
Do this again. My son is scared. He's locking himself in the room. He's like, this is the same thing she did last time. So dad gets here. Hey, dad's here, right? Thinking he's gonna help me. No, I'm eating dinner. He comes in, he's frothing at the mouth, spits on me in front of my son, slaps me, punches me. You can feel the welt from his big arms. You still see his red. I think we called you 30 minutes ago.
He grabbed her. Hand punch, he grabbed her. Shout out for being two non-simp ass police officers. They were men. Shout out to them, because there have been some women. Boy, it might have went a whole different way.
I'm still red, and that's pretty much it. There's no assistance. And then he calls after he attacks me, and I'm asking him to leave. Oh, my keys are back. Takes my keys to prevent me and my son from leaving. Basically kidnaps it.
Took my keys, kept me and my son from leaving. At this point, she don't care about the daughter. So you was about to leave him and your daughter in your house, and I was finna go. But yeah, listen to it. She's painting the picture for the jury being the police officer.
And then he calls after he attacks me, and I'm asking him to leave. Oh, my keys are back. Takes my keys to prevent me and my son from leaving. Basically kidnaps us. Has me locked in my room, because the only thing to prevent him from further hitting me, because that's what was going on, was me to lock myself in my room. He then sits in my house until you guys get here. And I'm glad my keys are back, because he then took the keys without my permission.
So what you want?
Shit, women are vindictive. They are. They are. Y'all know this shit though. Y'all see these vindictive bitches in me. I had with a helmet head. I got helmet head. I got catfish chimp. I got KMJ. I got stank be trying to get them in. I got dingling nose. Just won't let go. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're just vindictive. Look at the shit that they do. Look at the links they'll go through.
And they don't let
I
it
ain't
go.
got kids. I ain't got kids with none of these bitches. You got a whole married bitch running around her talking about somebody was second to her because she fucked with me. She said, I fucked with him first. She said, I hit it first. But you didn't hit it first, ma'am. And I'm going to keep pointing this out. If you say E. Brooks is easy, then bitch, you was easy. Joy was easy. Anybody else that's fucked with somebody off the internet is easy. It doesn't even make sense. But you would have to throw you and Joy in that situation. But never mind. Fuck it. How she gonna be so? If she had something you didn't, how is she second? Because if we're gonna go by your logic, you was first, but I managed to go see her. See, I could have went to see you, but I was like, no, bitch, you got to come down here. So there's that. You knew about her, but you also knew about Joy as well. You knew about Nurse as well. About Lala as well. It's about a whole bunch of, yeah, but what does that mean? You claim it was fake. So why are you trying to act like me and you was a thing? You said it was fake. I'm cool with it. I ain't gonna argue with you about it. It was fake. I agree. It was fake. You played me, you gaslit me. But if that's the case, why you keep saying motherfuckers is second to you? You gotta make this shit make sense, people. She, why is your bitch talking about me on your birthday? Why is she competing with the woman I'm talking to? And she wasn't supposed to like me. It was a play. She was literally trying to be in competition with me. She can't compete. She's got something she did. But whatever, I don't understand what's wrong with these hoes on this here app. It's something in the water, I guess. Cause y'all are all from different states, but y'all all ignorant as a motherfucker. It's like I don't understand. Is it in y'all DNA or some shit? Do y'all have like a meditation thing that y'all do where y'all connect and share thoughts and shit? This shit is ridiculous. And I just want y'all to know, ladies and gentlemen, especially him here, I take pride when I see all my ops gathered in one building together. I take pride in it because it's like, damn, all these motherfuckers hate me and they can't stop shit. Y'all literally can't stop shit. Like at the end of the day, with your timeline, whatever you said, if you said truth broke me and Joy up, okay, what you gonna do about it? What is Joy gonna do about it? Nothing. It's over with. It's done with. Ain't nobody gonna fight. Don't nobody want to fight. Ain't no need to fight. It's over. What are y'all going to do? Absolutely nothing. Just like I ain't gonna do nothing to you motherfuckers for the shit that y'all be talking and saying. Don't care. Misses me. It really be hard to support my people that be listening to y'all, that be playing your shit. I don't want to hear that shit. But again, I understand because I was in the spot one time and they get their numbers. So I'm there for it. But it'd be hard for me to listen to you. That's how much I despise you. I don't like hearing your voice at all, man. That's why if you listen, like you'll see me in the chat, like sporadically. I'd be in there like 2 minutes typing a whole bunch, then I'd be gone for a minute, and then 3 hours, and I come back because I can't listen to you like that. I just can't. Don't mess well with my spirit, my chakra, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You just don't. It don't mess well. Can't take you Small doses. That's about it.
What do I want him to do?
With your daughter.
I had wanted him to take her, but at this point I'm assaulted. So at this, I'm tired of him assaulting me. I got visible injuries. He's stolen my keys. He's imprisoned me in my house. He needs to be arrested.
Oh, she probably said she done laid out 5 charges on this nigga.
Myself in my room. He then sits in my house until you guys get here. And I'm glad my keys are back because he then took the keys without my permission.
So what you want him to do?
What do I want him to do?
With your daughter.
I had wanted him to take her.
What you want to do with your daughter? I want him locked up. That ain't gonna be as too right. What you want him to do with your daughter? Because even if we lock him up, you still gonna have your unruly daughter here.
Yeah, now I think about that. You're right.
Then the dad said the last time the police were called that the daughter ended up having to go to like juvenile or whatever, to the little kitty jail. And he was trying to avoid that this time. Oh, it gets better though. She said this nigga need to be locked up.
But at this point, I'm assaulted. So at this, I'm tired of him assaulting me. I got visible injuries. He's stolen my keys. He's imprisoned me in my house. He needs to be arrested.
I'm tired of him assaulting me.
I can't let my daughter leave with him after you just attacked me. She makes the same allegations against him. I wanted some help. He can't control himself. He wants to physically attack me, spit on me in front of my son. Tell me, oh, I can't respect you. Spit on me, slap me. I don't respect you. And then takes everything and locks me in my room. That's it.
Spit on you, slap you. You forgot about the punch, man. Said he punched you. Punch in your. You said 3 things. I wish you left that out telling this story. You remembered the keys, but you forgot the punch.
Help I got when I asked him to step up and be a father.
So who else was here?
My kids are the only ones here.
Where's your daughter?
She's in her room.
Can you call her?
This bitch a lawyer on TV with Nelly. She doing shit like this. She went to jail.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't lock her. She put herself in the room.
Get away from him.
Right, just go.
He let you talk.
Yes, I was grace. So I don't respect her. I'm tired of this. You can't keep calling me up here, so on and so forth. You need to deal with this situation because I live in West Kendall. What are we going to do about school tomorrow? If she's coming with me, she needs to live with me, to stay with me for at least for a year to figure this out because of so on and so forth. As far as her claiming I hit her, she put her hands on me. I told her, do not touch me. Get your hands off me. I said that several times. And at that point, that's when I see where this is going. I need to call.
It's the one that does make sense. If he stays, I don't know where the fuck that is from where he stayed, but it sounds far, at least an hour. Staying with something. What about school tomorrow? You telling me to come get her tonight because she couldn't. What about school? Like, if she's a problem, you can't handle her no more. Let her stay with me for the rest of the school year. Nope. Didn't want to hear that.
This is not the first time MVPD has been here. Right?
Yeah, because that's what always what you like to do. Attack me.
And at that point, that's when I see where this is going. I need to call. This is not the first time MVPD has been here. Right?
Yeah, because that's what always what you like to do. Attack me and call the cops to embarrass me in front of my neighbors.
Well, I should have been in jail several other times. Right?
No, because I haven't pressed charges against you today. I have a physical injury.
Let him finish, man.
Hey, I got a physical injury.
You see, he let you talk, right? Didn't he? He didn't say anything. He let you
Just let him finish.
So at least
Where are these police officers from? Haiti? How both of these niggas got an accent? I thought it was just one. So the whole police force just foreign as a motherfucker.
at least they don't have a piece of the pie.
Right?
We wonder why Florida is going to hell. No offense, Floridians.
Well, you interrupted. Let him finish.
All right, so I'll be in here waiting for you.
Yeah, we call you.
So until I get an attorney to deal with the situation, this is what it's always going to be. Always going to be this. I literally got called West Kennedy over here. I have video of my kid. And her threatening to do so on and so forth. Like as a father, as a parent, I'm spring to actually do it.
Can you take the girl with you, please?
I don't fight it.
You might want to.
You're the parent. You're the father.
You have to do something. Because the thing is that I'm a father too. I know what I would do, no matter what. I don't need the police to come and tell me what to do. Cause
see, this is where I disagree with him, because you saying what you don't need, but are you willing to take the kidnapping charge, sir? Because that's what it in essence is. He's already told you there's paperwork saying that he can't have the child. And, you know, without y'all being there saying it and the mom saying, I give him permission, it's her word versus his. And she's already said demand and what roughed up, grabbed her by the arm and bruised her, smacked her, punched her, took her keys and tried to kidnap her and her son, which is his child as well. Both of the kids are his. If you listen to her talk, she's talking like the kids are separate, like they ain't got the same daddy. He's doing this in front of my son, and he kidnapped and but yeah.
I'm a man too. That's what I'm saying. You might want to take her with you and simplify.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
Now she's breaking this up again.
What's her name? Come here.
And she's breaking this up again.
Just that beige braid. So she light skinned. Daddy is all black. He looked like himself. This Mandingo.
Just come out, touch it.
Oh no, I hit the wrong button.
On August 25th, 2022.
Who's that?
Go ahead. Because I don't respect her. I'm tired of this. You can't keep going.
No matter what, I don't need. No matter what, I don't need the police to come and tell me what to do because I'm a man too. I cannot.
Shit. I don't know what this officer's talking about. So, first visitation I get with Grayson after her mom dies. Birthday. Mom died August 9th. Found out she's going to court and all this. Anyway, first time I saw her after her mom died was her birthday. That's the date they gave me on court. That's the day my lawyer prepped for, because it was a whole thing about visitation and yada, yada, yada. And it started off, my visitation was Sundays, fucking 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays. Birthday, he was like, but Yana, can you get his child for his birthday and saying his mom died, yada, yada, yada. All this shit is on record. Yes, you can get his child. Birthday come up, call, yo, on the way to get my kid. Paperwork. Now, it's not anything she did malicious, I guess, or anything, but she like, paperwork, I don't think it say that. It was like, but yo, we had the whatchamacallit, and the paperwork does say it. And it was one of them things where like, she wasn't going to give me my child. because she said this what the paperwork say. So what I had to do was get on the phone with my attorney, and my attorney had to send paperwork to her attorney, and her attorney had to send the paperwork to her and be like, yes, it is a whole legal thing. Otherwise, somebody could get in fucking trouble. Mr. Police Officer, Mr. I'm a dad. We ain't been through no shit like this before then, clearly.
So you only got 10 hours every Sunday?
That's not 10 hours, sir. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That wasn't 10 hours.
Oh, 8. Wow.
And that was for the first 6 months. Then it was, my daughter couldn't spend a night with me. Like the first year, she couldn't spend a night with me. It's a graduated thing. It was at Saturday, it was weekends, and then it was just graduated. To where I just was like, I want to get a 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Because they were asked. No, because my baby mama had 2 kids. So she has a teenager plus my daughter. And we got different, well, she had different baby daddies. So his child was going on a different day, mine was going on a day, and then it was like they were trying to, she wanted some convenience shit, like, well, your honor, can you get them at the same time? And judge was like, we can't do that. Like, we have to work around that damn schedule. Like, it ain't about you. And that's when I just stepped up and was like, I get these days to just match the days that he got and extra. But the point of that story was to say that paperwork is paperwork, and they can enforce it whenever they get ready. Not the police. The person who got the paperwork can enforce it whenever they get ready. And without another party knowing it is their word versus yours. I couldn't just go over there and holler and blah, 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 because the police would have told me it's a civil matter. So I had to call my lawyer. Like, yo, bro, you know the shit that just was recorded and that we all agreed upon? She whatchamacallit, but it wasn't anything that she did malicious, she had mixed up. But yes, paperwork is a real thing.
I see.
That's what I'm saying. You might.
Yep, the other dad had to go through this whole process himself. He was helping each other out through the whole entire process.
I take her with you and simplify. Yeah. All right. Let's.
Now she's breaking this up again.
What's her name? Come here.
Because I was away from the microphone too. I was sitting back in the chair, my bad, G.
So she's breaking this up again.
Just come outside. Right. So you're going out with your dad. You might want to get this stuff right.
No, not at this point. 100%.
Man, look, we cannot flip flop.
Barely hear you. There you go.
For some reason, they get into it. Why they get into it? But he come to get his daughter. Now she's saying, daughter can't go. See why the dad didn't take him? Then she could say, he came over here, he abused me, he took my child without my permission, and I got paperwork to say he ain't supposed to have. That's why he called the police. He called the police because nobody was assaulted. He didn't care about that shit. He like, yo, my daughter's suffering. I need to know what to do. Because I don't want to just take her. She's a fucking lawyer.
Alright, you might want to get your stuff right.
No, not at this point. I'm going 100%.
Man, look, we cannot flip flopping it.
Yes,
look, you said earlier that you tried with her. You want her to be out with him.
Yes,
that's what you want in the beginning.
Now, listen. He assaulted me.
Well,
So now he just physically assaulted me. I cannot let my daughter go with somebody that's that angry
so
that
now,
he could punch me.
he said you did. You said that you did.
And I did not.
The same thing. Angry.
Can barely hear you, bro.
What about now?
A little better.
That's y'all shit.
There you go.
I have not. Rude. That's y'all shit. I ain't touched the mic. I ain't changed nothing since I done had this motherfucker. Hey, this y'all. It is y'all. I'm convinced of it. I'm even in front of it and everything. What the fuck? Oh, she said I can't let my child go with him, and he hit me or whatever. But you said he hits her, and you were gonna send him with her. Called him to come get her. It's just ridiculous. And again, both of the kids, the son and the daughter, both of whom were in the house, are by the same guy.
Ask my son. My son was there the entire time.
And what about your daughter?
She was in the other room. It was my son because he came and spat on me while I was eating dinner with my son. She didn't witness any of it. He witnessed it.
Let's get some information, please. Let's start writing some.
You could feel the welt on my arm from where he punched me at. Does he have physical injury? No, I never touched him.
So he punched you in? But what about now, Gabe? How's it sound?
Muffled though.
Whatever.
I mean, you're muffled other than that. You're good there. Now you're perfect.
The mic ain't hooked up anymore though. So he punched the bitch in the arm. Is that what we're hearing? He punched the bitch in the arm. That's what she's saying now. Hold on. Default. Wait a minute. Okay, this is your. You know what, Gabe?
I'll get you, bitch.
Did it play?
Yeah, I played. It's one of my favorite drops. It's growing on me.
Let me. Hold on, jeez. Let me reset my shit. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
You're good.
You got beef with the king. What you gonna do? Play a little 2 on 2. 2 guns drew.
I'm backing into my room to get away from him.
It is y'all. It's always y'all. I am perfect. It's y'all fucked up ass devices. Get this shit right. Fuck.
He's coming into my room. I asked for assistance. He doesn't want to give the assistance. We're fine. If she wants to break things, then we could have her.
She said we're gonna get her locked up.
Okay, well that's where you'll probably be at.
You said your daughter is breaking things up, right? Let's do it one by one, because this is not the first time we come here. We came here a couple of times, and then another thing I always tell every family. Remember that we here sometimes when we interfere deep into family business, we tend to turn things in directions that wouldn't be good for neither one of you or the.
What the fuck is African Belly saying? I don't know what the fuck is he talking. He sound like a customer support person at T-Mobile. And this is the damn police. She can't understand this nigga. This is ridiculous. Who hired this man? Y'all know this shit ain't right. None of y'all know what this nigga in the chat. Somebody in the chat tell me what he just said. What did he say? Closed caption is not even knowing what this nigga said.
Now, another thing I always tell every family, remember that we one by one, because it's not the first time.
Okay, well, that's where you're probably.
Thank you for calling Evidence Report. I am Hatis. How may I help you? So, ma'am, I need you to go to the Target and give 2 $500 gift cards. And then call me back, okay? Call me back.
Sure.
Yeah.
You said your daughter is breaking things up, right? Let's do it one by one, because it's not the first time we come here. We came here a couple of times. And then another thing I always tell every family, remember that we here sometimes when we interfere deep into family business, we tend to different things in directions that wouldn't be good for neither one of you or the kids or him.
What?
So now, when all of those cases that we provided you, you know what happened, right? And then if you read what we documented, it's the same story over and over. Now, we cannot come for repeat. You have to make a final decision as to what you guys really want to do. Now, remember that in order for us to say, well, there's a situation, we have to at least see something. We see that your kid being irate, and you told us why. And of course, that's a match right here. Yeah. So if you believe that the best course of action now is for her to have some moment with him, that would be great.
Actually,
but another thing is
not the best
now
he came to my house.
Yeah. Now my thing is that
at the mouth. I witnessed him.
Okay, so how are you guys related?
She go with frothing at the mouth again. Sillies, what is your cousin doing over here working at the police department? Get cousin mukbang.
I was listening hard. I couldn't get at the single thing he said. I tried.
Silly said, open your ears. I am. He need to open his accent. Can't hear that shit. I don't know what the fuck this man is saying. He talking though. The other nigga just ain't said nothing. He like, this is above my pay grade. You can't say it. I can't say it either. You talk. You do other speaking, okay? I got your back.
That would be great.
Actually,
but another thing is
not the best
now
he came to my house.
Yeah. Now my thing is that
at the mouth. I witnessed him.
Okay, so how are you guys related?
How are who related?
How are you two related?
We're not related.
So you're not related except that you have the kids with him?
That does not make us related.
See, that's what I'm saying. Who hired this man? This man just said, how's y'all related? You was not talking to Philly Field and her baby daddy, sir. They not related. Now, I'm gonna push play. I don't have time for this shit. Y'all know I'm silly.
Related to my children.
So you have your ID with you now?
I do not have my ID with me.
Okay, let's go with the name.
Raven Liberty.
AVN?
Raven Liberty.
Liberty, like the statue. But you're literally letting.
They never even said her name in trial. I ain't never heard her name. Raven Liberty. I'm gonna look her up. Why would they be? It's the he ain't mean related. It's the accent. It's the language barrier. That's why he should be a fucking police officer. He got to talk to people. You want to be a butcher or something, fine. You want to be a personal trainer, fine. You sitting here trying to solve people's problems and we don't know what the fuck you saying.
all the air out of my house with this door wide open.
Your Honor, you said she attacked you. He said you did. The girl said she did. So we have three people saying the same thing. Saying the same thing. That she attacked you. She attacked you first.
Okay, and then
His mother, like his mother or his mother?
No, the girl said.
Okay.
Like, dude, like, what? What happened?
let's go check.
He shot like a motherfucker. He like, what? She going to jail? Not me. He about to do a praise dance.
All the air out of my house with this door wide open.
I know she black now. The black side just came out. Close my goddamn door. You letting all my fucking air out. I ain't trying to air condition the whole fucking neighborhood. Shut my goddamn door. That Skeeter's in. She done turned into a nigga.
He said he did. The girl said she did. So we have three people saying the same thing. Saying the same thing. That she attacked you. She attacked you first.
Okay, and then
His mother, like his mother or his mother?
She's not the girl said.
Oh, they called the female cop to pat her down. She finna be mad.
Yes.
He's like, hey, yo, bitch.
So I don't want the kids to hear about it.
Oh, he got it with the come outside. I don't want the kids to hear this. He put his hand on the door. You're under arrest, bitch.
So based on what you just told us, so you're gonna go with us.
How am I gonna go with you? Do you have to send it in the car without anybody give me back? How is this possible in my house? I get attacked.
Doesn't matter where.
Yes, it does.
That nigga said it don't matter. Who is this guy? This nigga said it don't matter. She said, how is this possible? It don't matter. Where did Mrs. Officer come from? She just left the beauty salon and stuff. No, she didn't. I take it back.
Do you have to send it in the car without anybody give me back? How is this possible in my house? I get attacked.
Doesn't matter where.
Yes, it does. It's a castle law.
Well, ma'am, if you have anything to say,
castle law.
We are not judges. We are only officers. What we are.
The castle law. She started breaking out statutes on this nigga.
Can I make a phone call so somebody can get me out now and I get down there? What am I getting arrested for? Against him? Is this disgusting?
Did the son go with them too?
You're doing it because I'm tired of being tired.
This is disgusting.
Who's gonna lock up my house?
We're for the fuck down. She's gonna put you down.
I'm gonna pat you down, okay? Right here.
That's a legitimate question. Who the fuck gonna lock up my house?
Turn this way. Right here. Why are you standing for me? Why are you standing? Why? Stand for me. This is like discrimination.
This is alright.
Court order.
He's in his truck.
I know my kids are not supposed to be at his house, so I don't want.
How is that discrimination? Did she just try to play the white card because all the police there black? Is she light skinned?
I guess. I don't know.
What the fuck? And this bitch said this is discrimination. They wasn't trying to hear that, so now she finna go to the paperwork she get. Melly picked him a gangster lawyer.
They will not. Didn't you call somebody?
Yes, my assistant.
Okay, your assistant will come and get them. Is that right?
Yes, he'll stay here.
That's what is going to happen.
We're not gonna put any undue burden.
All right. So no, I don't want neither of my kids leaving.
Exactly. That's not gonna happen. Once he's done writing my paper for me, he's gonna get out of here. All right.
So should we hurry up with the booking process though? Can you get me
Sorry?
down? Can you take me down?
So she ended up going to jail. It seems like she ended up going to jail pretty much since she wouldn't let the daughter go. Since she wouldn't let the daughter go, they was like, well, you assaulted him, ma'am. And since you don't want him to take the kids, your ass going to jail, your assistant can come pick up the kids. But that's still fucked up. That man had to drive all the way out there and leave empty-handed.
And then the poor assistant.
Right.
Has to deal with that shit.
The poor assistant got to deal. Well, you know, she wasn't finna be. Well, you know what? Domestic violence cases, they do have you. They don't let you bond straight out. There's like a 12 to 24-hour hold depending on the state. They don't let you get straight out because they don't want to be liable if you bond straight out 30 minutes after domestic violence charge and go kill that person.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So they it's like a mandatory 12 to 24-hour hold when you do domestic violence shit. So yeah, the assistant has to be mom and dad and all of that shit for at least a half a day.
Damn.
And the dad was right there. But because she's pissed at the dad, because she's going to jail now, one of them motherfuckers is going nowhere. I got paperwork. That's when people start treating their kids like property, possessions, and slaves, and pawns, and bargaining chips.
It's too bad.
That happens every day.
It does, unfortunately. Especially with the men. God, guys suffer more than women.
What's crazy, she's a fucking lawyer doing it. Ain't nobody safe. You would think the high value women wouldn't do this shit. They do it too. She ain't say he ain't take care of the kids and none of that shit. None of those that didn't come up to the police.
So did she have a choice between jail or him taking the daughter? And she chose jail?
I don't think they gave her a choice. They were just telling her about flip-flopping and she was big. But they edited the video. You can tell the video was edited heavily because all of a sudden the female officer just pop up.
Okay.
But I think when he was telling her, like, you're not going to flip-flop, like you said you wanted the daughter gone and all of that, and I think she's probably stuck to her guns about the damn paperwork. It's like a minute left. Well, no, it's not even a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll get that in a moment because everything has to be done properly. It's gonna be as simple as just that simple battery. That's exactly what that is.
When he's,
I'm just gotta tell you.
But how does Castle Law
I
work?
just have to tell you. I tell you, there's something called primary aggressive.
The lawyer was arrested for simple battery, a misdemeanor in the state of Florida, and was quickly released on bond to return to.
Oh, she was quickly released, and she's smiling on her move. So like, bitch, I'm out.
Her high-profile cases in court. Before you go, do you think the officers should have let her off with a warning, or was it appropriate for them to arrest her given her profession?
Deep element answers. But I do really think it was petty as hell because dude wasn't trying to press no charges. He didn't say he was just like, she was putting her hands on me and I knocked her hands off, but he wasn't studying this shit. He was just making sure that they knew I ain't touch her. I knocked her hands off me. That was it.
He just wanted to go home.
He wasn't trying to lock her up. So I do think that was petty for them to do that. Because hell, he was shocked when they came and told him, well, we got 3 people said they seen it. Who was the third person though? Daughter, son. Who was the third person? Oh, I guess his version of events where he said he pushed her hands off of her. Okay, gotcha. And the kids probably corroborated he did do that, which meant he was telling the truth when he said she was putting hands on him. All right, next story. Dallas apartment evicts tenant, throws belongings in dumpster, but it was the wrong unit.
Ooh.
And the management says he has no rights to reimbursement. Oh, I'd be fighting that nigga. We would be fighting.
Everything he and his daughter owned was thrown in a Deep Ellum man says everything he and his daughter owned was thrown in a dumpster after the management of his apartment building accidentally ordered maintenance to clean out his rental.
It turns out apartment management had the wrong unit number, and now that man says that he is out tens of thousands of dollars.
Building management argues he never should have been living there to begin with. Consumer reporter Steve Noviello is on your side tonight.
He never should have been living there in the first place.
TV stand with the TV. After Johnny Abney spent years building a life.
This was my daughter's snack drawer.
For himself and his 9-year-old daughter.
It was a closet full of clothes.
This is all that's left of their stuff.
Everything gone.
Everything they own.
Clothing items, all my groceries. They cleared out my whole refrigerator full of groceries.
Is gone.
Well, we had a shower curtain here.
Not stolen, thrown in the dumpster by order of the management at the Hamilton, the high-end mid-rise apartment building where Johnny and his daughter lived in the Deep Ellum neighborhood of Dallas.
They came to my door and cleaned everything out, from my daughter's clothes to my clothes to everything, from a toothbrush, bathing items. Like, they pretty much left me with nothing.
Sir, everything is everything. You'll have to keep items once you say everything. Everything encompasses everything. But continue.
It's all in this police report Johnny filed when he returned home from work in late July to find his apartment door unlocked and the contents cleared out. According to the report's narrative, a leasing agent on site said there was a misunderstanding and maintenance accidentally cleared out Abney's unit instead of the unit next door where a tenant was being evicted. All of Johnny's belongings had been thrown in the dumpster hours earlier and had been picked over by the other residents. This is video Johnny took of his discarded stuff. He says his mattress had been urinated on.
Not only did they put my stuff out, they watched people take all my property all day.
Damn, somebody walked up and pissed on your mattress? Why would they do that?
Protocol.
Property management.
They didn't take it. They said, well, you know, this is a brand new mattress. Let me piss on it. Who the fuck was that? R. Kelly?
Offered to get what they could from the trash and return it to Johnny's unit. Johnny said they even had that stained mattress professionally cleaned, but most of his and his daughter's stuff was gone for good.
This door is completely gone, and this one, they just completely just broke it.
Much of what did make it back from the dumpster, he showed us, was damaged.
They told me that it was a mistake. They apologized the first night. They were overly apologetic, like, let us know anything missing.
But that quickly took a turn.
Even though it was your stuff, it's her.
Let us know if anything missing. The whole apartment missing, nigga. You said they took everything out, sir, and the residents picked over all your shit missing. Like, I would have had a list of everything.
Uh-oh. Shit. Knock yourself out, Trey. Oh, there you are. You're back.
I've been in the Xbox
there
boy. You said what?
Your sound's back now.
Oh, I probably backed up from the
Yeah, you knocked off her. Yeah.
Well, let me. You got anything to say, or do I need to play a song?
Okay, play a song.
Here we go.
Staying feeling God, man, I
This
hate
one for you,
that bitch.
English.
God, I don't give a fuck. I hate her guts. She can suck my dick. On God, fuck her boyfriend Tommy. He can get it too. Real unspoken purpose. Fuck your entire crew. On God, PP stay talking. Now she getting sued. Corporate lunches, drone on edges, stressed out eating food. Bitch, she was fucking her uncle. Fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him. She even called him babe. She was fucking her uncle. Fucking him night and day. Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away. I can't stay and feel it. God, man, I hate that bitch. Oh God, I don't give a fuck. I hate her guts. She can suck my dick. Oh God, fuck her boyfriend Tommy. He can get it too. Real unspoken purpose, fuck your entire crew. Oh God, PP stay talking. Now she getting sued. Corporate lunches, drawn on edges, stressed out eating food, bitch. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him, she even called him babe. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day.
Sing it!
Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. She was fucking in the bed with him. She even called him babe. Had to send her away. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away.
Dang, that boy is
Fucking
soulful.
her uncle, fucking him night and fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him.
He really felt this in his loins.
She was fucking her uncle.
Feel how he's pushing the note through his esophagus.
She got pregnant, had to send the child away. Ooh, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nick,
a good movie out there.
Give a dog a bone. All right, we're back. I think everything should be fine. Gabriel hasn't said that it was low or anything, so I guess we're
Yeah, sound good.
I think I just had to reset the shit. I said I hadn't changed the mic settings at all. Where was I? Oh, put out.
Quickly took a turn.
Even though it was your stuff, it's her apartment. It's under her name. The contract is in her name and her name solely.
This is video Johnny recorded.
What? Oh, they hit him with the legal. How's it sound? Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
They hit him with the legal fucking loophole. They told this man, yeah, so your name wasn't on the lease. It was your shit, but you ain't signed no lease, so yeah.
Quickly took a turn.
Even though it was your stuff, it's her apartment. It's under her name. The contract is in her name and her name solely.
This is video Johnny recorded of a conversation he had with one of the leasing agents who was quick to point out the apartment in which he and his daughter lived was leased by his ex-girlfriend who had since moved out of state. Johnny was subletting without permission, and even though these receipts provided to us by an attorney for the Hamilton show that Johnny paid the near $3,000 in rent each month, any direct discussion about making him whole was off the table.
We are binded by law. We cannot discuss anything with anybody that is not her.
According to this lawsuit, Johnny has now filed against the property.
Y'all took money orders with his name on it.
It's fucked up.
Y'all $3,000 monthly, and the screen show. Hold on, let me see how many he put in. Well,
Where's he live? California? That's a lot.
Dallas.
Wow.
2,500. It was 2,500 a month. 2,500. They exaggerated, said nearly 3. They rounded up. Let's see. Oh no, they bleeped out. Hold on? Let me see. Did they bleep out the name of the person? Because if his name is on the fucking, oh yeah, they got the well, they have the address blocked out. They got paid to the order, the name of the place. Oh, it says from. They have the name blocked out and number and the apartment number. They show the apartment number. They have the name blocked out. So he may have been still signing her name because they said she moved out of state. But she trusted the nigga. Instead of letting them know and breaking the lease, she trusted him, and he head up to his end of the bar, and it's fucked up. A clerical error got him up out of there. Well, hold up now. We see I gotta see a $700 payment. Man, he made some partial payments a few times. Yeah, he got some $500 payments, some $700. Yeah, he was. That's probably why they do like fuck it. This is fucked up.
Month, any direct discussion about making him whole was off the table.
We are binded by law. We cannot discuss anything with anybody that is not her.
According to this lawsuit Johnny has now filed against the property management company, they gave him 24 hours to fill out his own rental application or face eviction.
I've already lost property. Now you're trying to kick me off the property at short notice with no resolve.
Here's the eviction notice. It was posted on his door the next day.
Rent was paid in full. There was no reason to go into his apartment. There was no reason to throw anything away.
Jason Friedman is Johnny's attorney. He says it
was a clerical mistake. A clerical mistake uncovered something that was happening. This is a fucked up situation. I'm torn here.
Issue of who was on the lease is irrelevant.
The apartment building, they didn't know when they threw all that stuff away whose stuff it was, whether it was the person on the lease or his.
And adds, Johnny chose not to fill out the application or pay the fee required for one very simple reason.
He chose not to because he said, I want to resolve the situation with my property that you threw away before I decide if I'm going to stay in this building.
An attorney for the Hamilton, who would not speak to us on camera but did communicate by phone and email, said on behalf of the building, even if Johnny did fill out the rental application, he would have been denied because he already violated the lease terms as an unauthorized occupant.
Wow.
And on my property, like, that's the
what the fuck? So if the lawyer is saying that, why the fuck did the apartment complex tell them to fill one out and they will expedite it quickly? And they were going to charge them the application fee to, you know, this is big business, though. This is why I be telling the truth. Like, everybody, all these big companies do scrupulous shit like this, and it's always the little man that's fucked. Trump ain't different.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, the whole apartment complex that fucked up and evicted the wrong person. But in the midst of them evicting the wrong person, they was like, oh, you ain't on the lease. We sorry we threw your shit away. But because you wasn't on the lease, we can't do nothing. You can fill out an application though, and you know what I'm saying, we can get you a new apartment and shit. We ain't gonna get your stuff back, but you know, you can stay over here. And then he talked to the lawyer, and the lawyer says, well, if he would have filled it out, he would have got denied anyway because he didn't already broke terms of what the leasing agreement would be. I don't know how he broke it because he didn't have a lease with y'all. She would have broken the lease by subleasing. But yeah, this is fucked up. And the lawyer had the balls and the gumption to say this to the news. You gonna get it, black ass gonna get denied anyway.
It's his fault in the end. It's like, we threw shit out, but it's still kind of your fault.
And I bet their application fee $150.
And they'll keep it.
Application fees are non-refundable. The only thing that's refundable is your deposit. If they deny you, application fee gone.
According to the lawsuit, the Hamilton also alleged there was counterfeit money pulled from Johnny's things. Another reason they say he would not be welcome to stay. We asked them to provide a...
Ladies and gentlemen, how the fuck would the apartment complex know if the money was counterfeit? See, like if sheriff deputies did the eviction and they discovered the counterfeit money, old Johnny would be in jail. How y'all determined that it was counterfeit? Y'all was throwing this shit. How did y'all wait a minute?
So they're
How
throwing
the
shit
fuck?
out.
They're
and going through his
evicting him
stuff.
and they say, hey, this is counterfeit money. Who does that in the middle of eviction? Seems like maybe they were trying to steal the money. They did steal the money. They tried to spend some money and they found out it was counterfeit. But if you're not a person that's used to seeing counterfeits, you don't know they're counterfeits. You just see money.
Hamilton also alleged there was counterfeit money pulled from Johnny's things. Another reason they say he would not be welcome to stay. We asked them to provide a police report, photos, or video, any evidence at all. They provided none.
They let me wear underwear, toothpaste.
So they lied about the counterfeit money. The only if he did have some, they took it when they were evicting him. They stole it. They tried to bust one of them junks and found out it was fake.
They weren't just throwing a shit out, they were going through it.
Yeah, they were stealing too. He was saying that the people was going through his shit. The apartment complex was. The people that they assigned to go in your apartment and throw your shit out went all through your shit. Them bitches, the property managers was probably in there too.
Back at Johnny's, among the discarded pile of trashed school supplies with which his daughter was supposed to start the 5th grade, we found our own. This play money, clearly marked as copy, right next to what's left of his daughter's bed. What do we think?
So the news found a bill that said play money, but they said it's counterfeit. But the bill clearly says play money. Boy.
A list of questions to the Hamilton by their attorney, they all went unanswered. They would not sit down with us for an on-camera interview. They did say that they asked Johnny for a list of what was missing from his refrigerator so that they could establish a value for reimbursement. Johnny says that actually never happened. He and his daughter moved out just a few days after we met him. They are now staying with family temporarily.
A Deep Ellum man says everything he has done.
They asked this man for a list of what was in his refrigerator. Y'all gonna buy him some more bacon?
Did you mute or something? You
said what?
Oh, there you are. You went silent for a second.
I had yawned. Okay, here's another one.
After every single,
they don't show the body cam footage. And this is another story that I'm torn by. It's 5 days ago. It is in Columbus, Ohio, and it's titled, "Are You Going to Shoot Me?" Woman asks before police fatally shoot her. Now she's shot after not complying for approximately 7 minutes. Police officer walks in front of her car. I don't know why he did that, because I don't know who he thought he was. He not fucking Iron Man. He not Colossus. He not the Juggernaut. He ain't Superman. He ain't stopping no car. But for some reason, this police officer decided to stand in front of her car thinking that would be a deterrent. He was wrong. She ran that nigga over. He shot her. One shot. Went through the windshield, fatally got her. I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't.
She a white lady?
One video with differing perspectives.
She a white lady?
I know it's a black lady. And that's crazy. This ain't gotten a lot of national attention because I hadn't heard anyone talk about it. And this is 5 days ago. Happened in Columbus, Ohio.
One video with differing perspectives.
The police shooting death of Takaya Young captured by police body cameras.
Shots fired. Shots fired. I understand why it could be justified, but again, I don't make that decision. Ultimately, a grand jury is going to make that decision.
I think that
Like I said, I don't know how to feel about it because I understand his side and shooting, but even understanding his side of the shooting, just seeing he shot one time and the car just rolling really, really, really slow and crashes into the side of the building, probably like 3 to 5 miles per hour. It's a sad thing. That point, you know she's dead. I'm sure they knew it too. They still had to go through their whole protocol like she was armed, even though they were out there talking to her the entire time and saw she wasn't armed. I also don't know how to feel because this shit could have been avoided. What they were asking for, was it unreasonable? Niggas always take shit too far. This is a case where she took shit too far, especially trying to run over the police.
Yeah,
now, this is what I don't understand about us. We say the white man is out to get us, they racist, the police want to kill us and all of that, yet we give them every reason to. Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, we've seen all the shit that 2023, we've seen social media. We see what happened. We see it. What do you expect to happen when you try to run the police over? Actually, I won't say try. He was in front of the car. He hit the gas. His feet came off the ground. He ended up on the hood of her car. Shot one time. Still don't know how to feel about it because, as Donald Trump said, it was good people on both sides. I don't think she deserved to die for not complying, but she tried to kill this man. Let's just keep it real. Try to hit somebody with a car, trying to kill them. And I will point out that women like to use cars to hit niggas nowadays.
I was just going to say that.
That's their mode of assault now. They like to use cars and run over motherfuckers. In fact, the radio bitch in New York used to take pride in saying she used to hop the curb in vans running bitches over. This is a thing that hoes like to do, apparently. And I ain't even putting no color on it because I've seen white bitches run motherfuckers over too. This is in y'all's DNA. It's the Eve gene or some shit. Just run niggas over. I wonder if Eve ran somebody over with a camel. What do you think, Gabe?
It's possible. It's possible.
What about a llama? Do you think she ran somebody over with a llama?
There's probably a good chance.
it's going to speak for itself.
I still can't quite understand why his gun came out. We bring you team coverage. You'll hear from the people touched by.
I don't understand why his gun came out because, sir, he was on the hood of a car where a young woman just ran him over. And at that point, he was like, it's my life. Make no mistake about it. If he had flown off that car, going at a high rate of speed, and hit his head, his back, or anything of that nature, be dead or seriously paralyzed.
Would you have shot her in his position?
Yes.
I would have too, yeah.
I probably, but see, they more patient than me. I probably would have tased her 3 minutes into this altercation. I don't have time for this shit. If I get like something just, I could be. Military is totally different. Military, police, they rules is different, and you don't deal with the same ass. Well, you do deal with the same assholes because the civilians go and become military people. But it's just not at the same clip, I would say. It's not at the same clip. So you don't have the constant calls all day. Now you do get the whole bunch of officers drunk and shit of that nature, officers whooping on their wives and shit. And the domestic violence and shit, but like just a whole bunch of crimes and shootings and shit on the Air Force Base. This shit don't happen. Ain't nobody sliding on the Air Force Base.
The police shooting death of Takaya Young captured by police body cameras.
I understand why it could be justified, but again, I don't make that decision. Ultimately, a grand jury is going to make that decision.
I think the video is going to speak for itself.
I still can't quite understand why his gun came out. We bring you team coverage. You'll hear from the people touched by the shooting.
And you'll see the video for yourself next on NBC4 at 5.
Now, breaking news from NBC4.
Body camera footage released today from the deadly shooting at Kroger in Glendon Township last Thursday.
This comes 8 days after 21-year-old Takaya Young was shot in the store parking lot on Sunbury Road. Young was pregnant when she was shot and also leaves behind 2 children.
Wow. Didn't know that either. How the fuck did I miss out there when I watched this the first time to even know what's going on? So wait a minute. She's 21. She was pregnant and she already had 2 kids. So she leaves behind 2 kids over nothing. 21. Young as fuck. 2 kids without a mom. I'm just willing to go out on the limb here and say that sure the dad is not folks' lives. So it's just a whole bunch of people's lives are fucked up over nothing. Let's listen to how ridiculous this is. Let me know what y'all think about this when y'all finish hearing it. Because yeah, I don't know how to feel. I understand both sides.
And we do want to warn you, the images you are about to see will be graphic and disturbing.
We are urging and warning viewers right now.
They ain't, because they edited shit out. They stopped the video as soon as he shot. But I shared it on my community wall for anyone that wants to watch the actual video.
Would be the time to leave the room or mute the TV if you do not want to watch.
We are also bringing you team coverage tonight. Caleb Michael has the response from the family's attorney. Eric Halperin is getting
Caleb Michael, this is a strong
reactions from local law enforcement. But we begin with NBC4's Jamie Ostrov, who is here to walk us through this newly released video. Jamie?
Yeah, so this video comes from the body-worn cameras from each of the 2 officers who were involved in the incident last Thursday. Each of those videos is just over 1 minute long as the confrontation with Takaya Young plays out in just a matter of seconds. The first officer to interact with Takaya Young approaches her car under the suspicion that she stole liquor from Kroger.
Hey, stop. Hey, out of the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, 21-year-old mother of 3, because I'm going to count the child that she was pregnant with, is dead because she was suspected of stealing liquor from Kroger.
Out of the car. By the time the second officer gets to the car and walks in front of it, the first officer had asked Young to get out 5 times. He keeps asking. Young argues. You can hear the exchange on that officer's body-worn camera.
Out of the car. Out of the car. They said you stole stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out. No, then get out. Get out of the car.
Young begins to drink.
What you gonna do?
Hey, out of Young approaches her car under the suspicion that she stole liquor from Kroger.
Hey, stop.
Hey, out of the car. Out of the car.
By the time the second officer gets to the car and walks in front of it, the first officer had asked Young to get out 5 times. He keeps asking. Young
I still don't know what possessed him to put his body in front of the car instead of driving the police cruiser around and blocking the car. So if she was going to hit anything, it would have been a car and not him. He fucked up too, because apparently he don't care about his life.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. He did some rookie mistakes there.
You can hear the
Pretty much, yeah, definitely a rookie mistake.
exchange on that officer's body-worn camera.
Out of the car. Out of the car. They said you stole stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out.
I ain't steal shit. The other girls were stealing it. So you was with the girls that were stealing it. Because you knew about the other girls. They said you were stealing it. They ain't even mentioned no other girls.
No, then get out. Get out of the car.
Young begins to drive. In this freeze frame, you can see the car make contact with the officer standing at the front of the car as his feet leave the ground. That is when that officer fires 1 shot through the windshield. We've paused the video to not show that deadly shot. When we pick up the video a moment later, you can hear the commands continue. The car rolls through the parking lot, stopping under the awning by the store.
This pisses me off about the video. That officer that fired that shot knows that woman was dead. And it's protocol, but still. You know that woman was dead.
I gotta say, I think she kind of did it
car.
herself.
The car is driving at like 2 miles an hour. It's gone. It's not on a straight path. She's gone. Don't see her steering. Her head is probably slumped over and you're still hollering. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Knowing you just shot through the windshield.
Well, if it's going that slow, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Shot through the windshield. We've paused the video to not show that deadly shot. When we pick up the video a moment later, you can hear the commands continue. The car rolls through the parking lot, stopping under the awning by the store. The video ends with officers busting the driver's side window to get Young out of the car. Now, while Young argues with one of the officers, she denies, as you heard, stealing anything from Kroger. And I just want to walk you back to what she said. She said, quote, "Are you going to shoot me?" Those are the last words you heard from Takaya Young. Also, you may have noticed Blendon Township Police did not identify either of the officers, even blurred their faces. Chief John Belford said that is because of Marcy's law, is what he alluded to, claiming that 2 officers are crime victims, and the chief believes their identities are protected by state law. Now, one question I did have about that confrontation is why the officer placed himself in front of the car, which was running, and whether that was an appropriate tactic. I took that question to a use of force expert who is...
It was a stupid tactic. He thought he was bulletproof. He thought he was the man of steel.
not connected to this case, and we'll hear his perspective at 5:30.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Now, the family identified the officer involved as Connor Grubb, and it's a photo of Officer Grubb from the department's Facebook page. Grubb has been on the force since 2019.
And we want to turn now to...
His family ain't shit. The police force used a law we probably didn't nobody know about to keep these niggas' identity concealed, the Marcy law. And his family gonna say, you know what? We're gonna tell them who it was anyway. Get your new family, officer. Get your new family. They don't care about you. I mean, they got him up in his uniform next to the police crews and everything. And Do y'all not know how sensitive of a subject this is going to be? I just got to point out again, I've told y'all, election cycles, you have officer-involved shootings going up, and you have mass shootings going up involving AR-15s. We've had the full gamut of all of this shit. We're here. And the 75 officers just had to get took down because they shot 1,000 rounds at a motherfucker. There's been a whole bunch of officer-involved shootings, but they're just not talking about it. Like, how is this not being talked about? Where the fuck is Ben Crump? He ain't have his ear to the streets on this because, again, this story is 5 days old, and I haven't heard mainstream media talking about it. And it's the classic case of white officers killing a black woman. I will shout out the news station that did this for not even pointing that out. They didn't call her unarmed black woman one time. They didn't say 2 white officers, none of that. Shout out to them. Because that's not what it's about. It's good people on both sides. And both sides made some dumbass decisions. He made a dumbass decision to get in the car. She made a dumbass decision to try to just fucking drive off. You ain't still, why are you driving off? Why do you have to argue? That's inconvenience. And it's like, and I don't, she ain't feel like, she couldn't even say she felt like she was being racially profiled, because when she was brought up to her that they thought she was stealing, the other girls were stealing. So it wasn't even racially profiling. You was with a group of bitches stealing. It's just so much fucked up shit in the story.
NBC4's Caleb Michael, who heard from the family's attorney today. Caleb, what are they telling you?
Well, Jen and Jared, Sean Walton, the family attorney for Sakaya Young's family, says that this situation is heartbreaking and that she did not have to die. I also got the chance to talk to some of her friends today who told me she was the life of the party. It was always a good time when Sakaya was around. They tell me that she
didn't have to die. The officer shouldn't have been put in a position where he had to make a decision, him or me, because he shot that shot. He was on top of her hood. And not because he just decided to lay on her hood, it's because she ran him over and was finna take him on a ride.
left her 2 little boys to death and was also very close with their family. Now, today was a hard day for the family, as you can imagine, as they got to see that body cam video from the...
Melissa, I don't even think they checked to see if she took any liquor. After that point, it was past it, like she's dead. Shots fired. There's so much other shit going on. That's the least of their fucking concerns at that point. I'm sure they probably eventually said at the press conference or not, but if she was with a group of other girls, she could have been stealing shit and just passed it to them. And I'm sure they got surveillance footage of all of it. But even if she wasn't stealing, that makes it even worse that she's dead, because it would have been that simple to prove that I wasn't stealing. You got the wrong person. Why would you be argumentative and then try to drive off if you're innocent? Talking shit, understand. Saying you're racist, understand. But just now, I'm finna run you over. I ain't finna talk to you. I ain't getting out. What you gonna do? Shoot me? The fact that she asked, "What you gonna do? Shoot me?" lets you know she thought there was no consequences to her actions. She could buck the police. She could try to run them over. She could say, "I ain't talking to y'all." Well, not I ain't talking to y'all. She could say, but that's what she did. I'm not talking to y'all. Which is her right, but it's not her right to run people. She could have sat there all day in her car with her arms crossed and windows up and refused to get out and talked to them, and there would have been nothing they could without violating her civil rights. But when she decided to use a vehicle, which is a weapon, to escape and hit someone, bits her off. She could have sat there and said, let me talk to your supervisor. I've seen videos where women have offered to go, that was accused of stealing, was like, I will go back in with you. And the officer didn't want to do that and ended up tasing the woman and ended up losing his job and costing the city money because the woman actually didn't steal. But she was willing to go in there, which was like, I'm not giving you my receipt, because if I give you my receipt, you can destroy it. I don't trust you. She said, but I will go inside with you and we can ask the cashiers if they saw me come through here. We can go to the cashier that rung me up. You can check the cameras and stuff. And he was like, no, I ain't doing all that. 100% totally wrong, because while that woman was argumentative, she still tried to compromise with him. It was like, come on. She was like, fuck, you ain't get my receipt, but I will walk in with you and we can go to every cashier in this motherfucker and ask them if they saw me coming in by my shit. He said no. This story, nope. She said, nope, I ain't going, tried to drive off. The lady that was tased, she didn't try to drive off. She just said, I'm going to sit there. And dude was like, I'm going to pull your ass out the car. Even the pulling out the car and the tasing, it's not death. Take either one of those two over death.
Glendon Township Police Department for the very first time. This morning, we were here when the family met to view it. They were inside for less than 10 minutes and then left not too long after that. In the statement from Glendon Township Chief of Police John Belford, he says this situation is a tragedy and is asking for prayers to the family during this time. We're also getting a chance to hear from members of the community tonight, many taking to social media to share their thoughts on this incident. I spoke with one social justice leader who says after viewing this video, someone needs to be held responsible.
I would love to sit up here and say, like, we can reform the system, but we've been making the reforms after every single death, and nothing is changing. We say more training,
Whoa.
This is a light skin guy talking to. But sir, what are police supposed to do? What are they supposed, like at this point, I think like the defund the police people, their thing is they like, fuck it, take their tag number down, get them later. I know they just tried to run you over and shit, but just get them later. That's what they want the police to be, I'll get you later thing, which costs more time and resources when you can just get them right there. They're gonna run on the scene then. Chances are, if you try to go get them later, they're gonna run.
And we fund these police stations.
Hey, what you watch?
Am I what? Oh, no,
What
I'm
you
busy.
watch?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out something with my router because I have a dead spot over here for some reason. Like where I broadcast, I also have a dead spot with my Wi-Fi, which is a bitch.
The state of California is a dead spot, sir. Moving on. The only person I know with good internet service in California is Gilbert Arenas. He owns his own mountain or something.
He's
He
got
might
a
own
dope
his
ass
own
studio.
internet companies.
Got him that.
Bruh, this nigga got automatic doors on his house. That's some baller shit. I ain't never seen that shit, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga got automatic doors leading to his pool and shit.
So you can't talk shit about the valley. People think you're from the valley, you're soft. Nope.
They should start doing MTV Cribs again and start with that nigga. Then they got 3 studios in that house.
Because I think they do a TV show there, right?
Yeah, he got the big one where they do the Gears Arenas. That's one. Then he got his little personal studio area where he be trolling the equipment from. And he got a third one.
Yeah.
They got 3 studios in one house. And ESP like all the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, he trolled the shit out of Robert Horry the other day, but he also promoted Robert Horry. Like, bro, you know this is locker room talk. I don't take this shit serious. Holla at me, big shot. We can do something. He like, I'm giving out these FanDuel deals. Nigga, get with me. But he talked this shit too. He was like, yeah, so here. It's so funny. He was like, so, Bob, you got 7 rings, Bob. And he said, them 7 rings got you less than 2,000 people that know you. Like, you got 2,000 souls. I said, you ain't shit, bro. You know this nigga really ain't shit. He was like, that's why I was saying, like, if I was James Harden, I would rather have 350 million than 7 rings like Robert Horry. And Robert Horry's wife was offended by it. See, Robert Horry didn't hear it. His wife told him, and she wanted him to respond. So she kind of sent him out. But it kind of worked because Gil heard it. Gil roasted him, and he promoted him. It was like, let's link up and do some shit. Let's do business like you do with everybody else. Experience to Plummer Brown. Plummer Brown, in the NBA just as long as Gilbert Arenas. And you do not fuck with athlete. No athlete fuck with you. None of your brethren fuck with you, sir.
But Gil's got actually, like, he's got real comedy chops. I think. If he really tries.
Besides comedy chops, he has the pulse on the NBA. The man has had Zion Williams on his shit. The man has had Steph Curry on his shit. He got Kenny Martin as fucking host, Brandon Jennings, Rashad McCants. He had female NBA players. He still got his pulse on the damn game. Rich Paul was just on there. LeBron folk. Foreman can't talk to none of these damn people.
That's true.
He was in the league just as long as him.
He made me understand why refs don't call traveling. I was like, oh, okay. That's how they go.
Just think about this. This time last year, Kwame was trolling Gil about his views on YouTube, and Gil was trying to tell him, nigga, I got a TV show. Like, fuck YouTube. But now his YouTube popping too, and he still got a TV show.
Exactly.
He just got Cameron and Mesa fucking Underdog fan, whatever the fuck sports shit he with. He got them a damn deal. He just passing them motherfuckers out like candy. Told Robert Orr I could get you one. He hooking niggas up. And then you got the old Busty Bus, boy. 1 shoe drive, and that was 2 years ago. We ain't seen shit. Don't nobody want to be on. Like, none of his NBA players want to come on his show. That is fucked up. Had he not been such a dick, he could have been one of the fucking hosts on fucking hit on Gil's show. Like how Brandon Jennings. Don't nobody remember Rashad McCants.
Nope.
This nigga is a regular on the show. Cause I showed it. The first couple times I saw Gil's ran, I was like, who is this weird nigga sitting up here with this crown? I ain't found out there was Rashad McCants till like last month. I've been watching Gil's Arena for about 4 or 5 now. But they be having different little guests and shit that be funny. Like the tape where Steph Curry came on there, said, bitch, playing NBA, the Patrick Beverly shit. He got his pulse on the old school people and the new school people. We get Zion Williams on this shit, that means the youth still fuck with you.
Yeah. Did he ever have his own shoe?
Re-released it, sir. So you got 16 of them bitches. They just said re-dropped them.
Oh, cool. I don't remember as a player if he had his own shoe.
I ain't know he had 16. Well, he know because he played 13, 14 years. So he had at least 12, and then they did a couple of them after he retired. But yeah, Adidas just re-released his shit. He's the top selling Adidas athlete.
So remember, at one point, he was just as good as Kobe. He was like the Kobe of the East.
I had a little stretch. Kobe played defense. He did.
True.
2K. Can't wait for 2K. Got a couple more days before it drop. It's Kobe Bryant Day, actually.
Oh, for the
it's not.
was it?
No,
for
it's
24?
9/8. Yeah, it's 9/8/24. 8/20. No, what the fuck? No, it's not. It's something. They're unveiling the statue on. That's what it is.
Oh no, Kobe's statue is February.
Next year, yeah, next year they're supposed to be doing the Kobe Bryant statue, but no, it was something that 2K was tying into the release of the damn game. 9/8, I don't understand, but it comes out on the 8th this year, which is understandable. It's 8.
Oh, 2/8. Oh, that makes sense. 2/8/24. 8/24.
Yeah, but it's not 24 though. Oh, because it is the year is the game is 24. That's what it was. That show was like they did something to commemorate because it's the 8th month. Kobe was 8, and then it's 2K24. I'm sure like it ain't 24. Well, still gonna be 24, but the game is 24. That's why they got like a Black Mamba edition and the Kobe edition. I wasn't paying $100, so I got a $70 one pre-order. I don't want to finish hearing. I don't want to finish hearing this guy talking about fucking.
We go, yeah, more training is after every single death, and nothing is changing. We say more training. You know, we fund these police stations, and we go, yeah, more training is the right answer. Training is not the answer in this case. That officer was trained correctly and still messed up. There has to be.
How did he mess up? Okay, sir. What is the protocol when somebody hits you and you're hanging off the roof? Do you just hang there? So you're saying he messed up by shooting. So what is he supposed to do in that situation to stop the car?
Ask.
No. We saw politely asking got him ran over. So that's out the window.
I'm out of
What are you
ideas.
supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? These people, like, when they say this shit, they literally don't think, well, what could the police officer have done? Because he shot the shot on the roof of her car. It's on the hood. I said the roof, but it's still hood. It's on the hood of the car when he fired the shot. His feet was off the ground. But I do have a question though, like why the fuck was his gun? Well, I guess that's I'm about to say why was his gun? They do that shit as scare tactics. They always had the motherfuckers out. So never mind on that one.
Accountability on that police officer and on the police station itself.
Jen and Jared, as you all touched on, Connor Grubb is the officer we now know that was involved in this incident. Attorneys with the family were pushing for his name to be publicly released today. We're told at this time that Grubb is on leave pending a review. Local for you in Blendon Township, I'm Caleb Michael, NBC4.
Caleb, thank you. Now, the police union also talking about this situation and the body camera footage. They are calling it a tragedy for everyone involved. NBC4's Eric Halperin is in Blendon Township with what else they are saying and the latest on the investigation. Eric?
Jen, the Attorney General's office tell me BCI's investigation is still going on. Once it's done, it'll be turned over to the prosecutor. The prosecutor will then present evidence to a grand jury. The grand jury will decide if there are charges. Executive Vice President of the FOP Lodge 9, Brian Steele, started off today's news conference saying the body camera video is hard to watch. He said when an officer walks up to a car, one of the first things they do is look for license plates. He said there were no tags on the car Young was in and pointed out when the officer stepped in front of the car, it was parked. He also called this heartbreaking and says the entire incident needs to be looked at, not just how it ended.
Now, I understand much of the public might be wondering why even bother with allegations of shoplifting. There's no real punishment for here anyway in Franklin County, so why should the officer just let her go? Officers have a legal duty to act. They have a legal duty to act when they are alerted to a crime.
And the Blendon Township Police Chief also released a statement along with the video today. I requested an interview with him. The communications firm working with the department said he won't be available. Local for you, I'm Eric Halpern, NBC4.
A dispute over legacy and land. That's happening.
Next one. 93-year-old great-grandmother sued by Hilton Head developers. White man suing a old black woman. I'm being racist this time. I'm putting racist in the show. The old conglomerate. The old conglomerate. The Truth. We read The Truth. Hilton. 93-year-old woman suing her because I'm guessing she won't sell her land for them to develop. Yeah, it ain't just Trump, G. That's all I be trying to tell you. Like, this is big business. If you're gonna be mad at Trump, you need to be mad at every fucking corporation out here. They all do it.
Right now on Hilton Island in South Carolina, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, 93-year-old Josephine Wright is at the center of a lawsuit that's picked up attention nationwide. As development goes up around her home, she is literally in the middle of what developers hope could be a new home community. But for Wright, so much more. CNN's Diane Gallagher reports.
We are connected to this land.
Correction, I don't think it is the Hilton. I don't think it's the Hilton Hotel. I think it's this developing company called Hilton Head.
Blood runs through these trees.
No matter what, we will keep this land. So with this land's gonna be here with us. If it's gonna be another 200 years, that's the way we look at it.
But not everyone has that same view. The serene marsh and sandy beaches of Hilton Head Island have been home to the Gullah Geechee community since before America became America. But today, community members say development threatens those families who still call it home.
Why should we give up such a precious gift that God has given us?
Josephine Wright has lived in this house on Hilton Head Island for 30 years, but she says her family's home has been on this land since the Civil War, purchased by freedmen and passed down for generations. Her husband, a Gullah descendant, wanted to be sure to keep the land in the family after his passing.
I feel so much pride and comfort in knowing that this is where I will be for the rest of my life.
But the 93-year-old great-great-grandmother has felt little comfort here over the past few months.
This is when we start hearing the trees that boom, boom.
Wright is being sued by a company with plans to build 147 three-story townhomes along this Jonesville Road community.
How can they sue her?
Neighborhood.
Our blood, sweat, and tears are in this land. My ancestors are buried here down at the end of the road.
Today, construction is closing in around Wright's modest home.
Has the developer at any point come to you to speak face to face about this?
No, I've never spoken to any one of them. They have never knocked on my door.
She says about 5 years ago, a woman did ask her about selling the land to an interested anonymous buyer for $39,000.
And I said, you insulted my intelligence. And would you give them that message?
She says her first communication with the company, Bailey Point Investment LLC, was being served legal notice, which alleges a satellite dish, a shed, and a portion of Wright's screened-in back porch are sitting outside of her property line, encroaching on theirs, according to their land survey. The lawsuit seeks removal, plus satellite dish, a shed.
And would you give them that message?
She says her first communication with the company, Bailey Point Investment LLC, was being served legal notice, which alleges a satellite dish, a shed, and a portion of Wright's screened-in back porch are
satellite dish, a shed, and a portion of her back porch is on our property. Wow. Just wow.
outside of her property line, encroaching on theirs, according to their land survey. The lawsuit seeks removal, plus just an adequate compensation for its loss of the use and enjoyment of their property and expenses related to delays in development. Bailey Point says that the corner,
That little corner is on their property.
so the issue is that corner.
Yes.
Rife has filed a countersuit alleging Bailey Point and their affiliates are using harassment and intimidation tactics to pressure her off the land. Now, Bailey Point has filed a response denying any harassment, as well as any previous offers to purchase her land. She has received an outpouring of support and donations, even from celebrities like Tyler Perry, Snoop Dogg, Fantasia, and NBA player Kyrie Irving. The town of Hilton Head just announced it is pausing all construction in line with their town code, refusing to issue Bailey Point building permits until the lawsuits are resolved. But Josephine Wright isn't alone in her fight.
She speaks to the Gullah culture and the Gullah desire to fight back.
Luana Graves Sellers runs a nonprofit called the Low Country Gullah Foundation, focused on helping prevent land loss in the Gullah Geechee community. Her nonprofit estimates that since Hilton Head Island became a vacation destination after a mainland bridge was built in the 1950s, the Gullah Geechee have lost nearly 2/3 of their acreage, mostly due to rising property taxes and problems with something called heirs property. How pervasive is that on this island now?
It's pervasive here, but it's pervasive throughout the South. And unfortunately, heirs property is the primary way that Black people in America are losing their land.
Heirs property is a type of land ownership where a single property may be inherited by multiple members of a family for generations after the original owner passes away. But there's often a lack of clear legal documentation, making families vulnerable to land loss when there are disagreements within the family over selling. Some of these cases here, the land is being purchased by developers.
Just look at this. This is one of the most peaceful areas.
And lost by the Gullah Geechee. But in the case of Josephine Wright, she's standing firm on her ground.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I've never backed down on anything that was right.
Now, on the past couple months leading up to this week, CNN has repeatedly reached out to Bailey Point Investment and really anyone that we could find associated with the project. A named developer did respond, telling us that they're not the developer of the, a named organizer did respond, telling us they're not the developer of the project, but rather an investment company that financed the deal. But we've reached out to lawyers for Bailey Point. We've reached out to the architect, even the engineer for the proposed subdivision. None have responded. Meanwhile, Josephine Wright says that she plans to continue this fight. She wants her 40 grandchildren, 50 great-grandchildren, and 16, soon to be 17 great-great-grandchildren to enjoy that property until they're 93 years old.
Now, the jury's heard of.
I'm going to do this last one, and I'm going to get some more stories. We'll save those for tomorrow. This one is Alex Murdaugh. Of course, he's back in the news now. This one says, corrupt judge who enabled Alex Murdaugh may face consequences after family killer pleads guilty. I have no idea what that is about, but it's talking about the judge may force consequences. But I also saw today where his lawyers filed for an appeal and said that a court clerk did jury tampering. Now, if they're saying the court clerk did jury tampering and a judge enabled him, that's grounds for an appeal. Even though I don't think that would bring up the judge enabling him, because the judge enabling him would be on his side. But yeah, I actually got two Murdaugh stories in here, but I'm gonna do this one and then we're gonna end it. And I probably will see, I got some, let me save this. Send it to save it. See, this one is because Buster did an interview, his first interview the other day. So this one, I ain't gonna do it now, but it's one called Murdaugh Drama. and they got Alex jail's call and Buster's first interview since all of this has went down. Let's see what about this corrupt judge. Then we're gonna get the fuck about it. 9 minute video.
About testimony of you stealing client funds. Did you do that?
I did.
Alec Murdaugh admitted during his double murder trial that he stole money from his clients and his law firm. Now he'll admit to it again, this time in federal court, raising the question, what does Alec Murdaugh know about corruption in South Carolina? And could it involve...
Oh, and there are also rumors that I heard that Alex was working for the feds. So he may have set up some people at his own firm or in other places that was doing corrupt shit. They said Alex was a witness. We gotta wait for some more sources to pop up on there, but that's what's been popping up lately, that he was a cooperating witness when the feds came at him about this shit that they talking about now. Financial crimes, he said he was a cooperating witness. They say.
of judges. Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Anjanette Levy. Next month, Alec Murdaugh will change his plea in federal court, meaning he'll plead guilty to some charges. We don't know which ones. Earlier this year, a federal grand jury indicted Murdaugh on 22 counts, including wire fraud, bank fraud, and money laundering. The feds say Murdaugh devised a number of schemes to steal millions starting in 2005. It's not clear what charges Murdaugh will plead to in federal court, but it raises the question about what Murdaugh may have told the FBI and SLED, not just about the theft of funds, but possibly other things, such as corruption. Fitz News, citing well-placed sources, reports that significant progress has been made in corruption cases
against judges
involving judges with ties to Alec Murdaugh. I spoke with Fitz News owner and editor-in-chief, Will Folks, about Alec Murdaugh's upcoming guilty plea and what he may have offered prosecutors as he tried to make a deal.
Alex, you're still gonna get life, sir. You will be able to do your life in a federal institution as opposed to the state pen. You're still gonna do life, sir. Like you can't help them enough to where you're not gonna do life, wife and son, sir.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get out of that one.
Yeah, you killed your wife and son, sir. You did it. Like, you didn't hire anyone, which would still kind of be like the same thing, but at least you didn't actually pull the trigger. You pulled the trigger. This is a special kind of evil.
Well, the son should have got killed.
Well, we know.
Son should have been killed, I think. He was an asshole for killing
Paul,
that girl.
the legal system would have taken care of Paul.
I don't feel too sorry. That's all I'm saying.
Paul would have had to do like an 8 to 10 year bid in jail.
Yeah, I still think.
I know that Alec Murdaugh is going to change his plea in federal court later.
Go ahead.
That's it. No, got what he got.
That was a text. Go ahead.
I think he got what he deserved. He got what he got. I don't feel sorry for him.
Everybody's, well, I won't say everybody. A lot of us Trump driven. The only difference between us and him is we got lucky tonight. He's still a kid. He's a kid that made a bonehead accident. Irresponsible kid. He wasn't 21. He's a minor. He's a young idiot.
Yeah, but he didn't give a fuck when it happened, and I don't know. He just all his friends are telling him to stop.
He was drunk when it happened, sir. Yeah, you can't just like you don't get unhigh and undrunk when you encounter the police. You get high and drunk, it just don't happen.
Oh.
And then if you happen to go to jail, you don't jail, still high until the shit wears off. You're not drunk. In fact, they'll put you in the drunk tank. That could explain his behavior on the scene. He's a fucking teenager, drunk out of his mind. Hey, you see adults that be laughing and get it when they didn't tow some shit up driving cars. They kill people and they be get it. Drunk. It's not that they don't have any feeling for the person they killed. They don't even realize what the fuck going on. They drunk.
Well, it doesn't look good. That's all.
It doesn't, but I can see the other family doing it, not dad. It's his dad that killed him. That's another story I'm putting there too. Since dad that killed Florida. Florida is retarded.
That was a little odd that it
was 16-year-old son with a power tool.
That was a bit odd, but hey, oh well.
Florida is
For
retarded.
this month. So what has he been doing? It sounds like his attorneys may have alluded to the fact in some prior hearings that Alec Murdaugh may have been cooperating with the feds for quite some time.
I mean, that is certainly one of the theories that's out there. And again, as we've reported for more than 2 years now, his attorneys obviously have very close relationships with federal prosecutors and have been angling to get Murdaugh well positioned with the feds to avoid consequences on the state side of the criminal equation. So that's certainly a theory that's out there. And I think we may see that bear some fruit in the weeks to come.
Did they do this because they want him to serve his time in a federal prison?
Well, if you haven't been inside a level 3 maximum security prison in South Carolina, they are not the prettiest places to go. In fact, there was a riot a few years back at Lee Correctional Facility in one of the rural parts of South Carolina. It was the deadliest prison riot in America in a quarter century. So these are some brutal places. These are some very dangerous places. Now, Murdaugh, obviously, given his status as one of these 2 dozen or so, close custody inmates, he's not quite in that level of harm as it relates to his placement within the correctional system. But absolutely, they are trying to get him out of the state system and into the federal system. But again, that's only going to be possible, Anjanette, if the murder convictions are somehow overturned. That's when all of this comes into play. If there is, for some reason, an overturn of those murder convictions at the state level, that's why Murdaugh's attorneys are rushing to the feds to try to get a deal done quickly.
Murdaugh still faces more than 99 financial crimes charges on the state level. Trial dates on those cases have not yet been set. So why the rush to plead guilty in federal court?
Fed case supersedes the state. That's why.
By the way, what is it that they said that the reason why he killed his wife and son? Do you remember?
Gave him greed, maybe insurance money. Who knows? I don't think they ever gave a motive though.
Okay.
But most people guess for the insurance money.
Murdaugh was just indicted in May. At that time, his lawyers said they hoped to resolve the case soon. Could a possible benefit be the possibility that Alec Murdaugh could be moved to a federal prison, which might have better conditions than state prisons? Folks says no.
The state of South Carolina will never give up Alec Murdaugh. In fact, I think we've seen over the last few weeks this prosecutorial tension between the state and the feds here in South Carolina just escalate to a level I haven't seen it before since covering this case. And again, they weren't exactly on the same page when all this started. So, but that tension has really escalated.
What leverage does he have for a plea deal on these financial crimes in federal court? What information does he have that's of value? You did some reporting recently talking about judges, and the fact that there are likely corrupt judges out there that he may have been connected to.
Well, absolutely. And it's not just the judges he's connected to. We're also looking at some of his connections to the drug smuggling empire that, in fact, built the South Carolina Lowcountry. A lot of people don't know that, but Hilton Head Island and a lot of the the development down there was built.
That old lady Hilton Head, 93-year-old Hilton Head. And I think somebody, like during the trial, it was true that Alex may have been in the dope game. It's a joke, but I definitely remember seeing it about the dope game. Could be why he killed him for too. He might owe somebody some money. Balls were running in, he was fired from his damn job, who knows?
By revenues from the drug trade. So it's an interesting little part of our history here in the Palmetto State. Might explain what.
Oh, but then I also remember they were saying that, you know, that they felt like the wife had killed the housekeeper and shit. So, and then Paul had killed the lady. Buster was the only one that didn't kill nobody. He just fucked out of school, cheating on tests and shit. He felt like his family was screwed, perhaps. Who knows?
The reasons why things are so corrupt down there. But, you know, Murdaugh's connections to some of these drug dealers is starting to come out. We reported a lot on it back in the fall of 2021, particularly a gentleman by the name of Barrett Bowler. Now, it's spelled Bolware, but in South Carolina, where we pronounce everything a little crazy, it's pronounced Bowler. But this is a guy who was implicated in Operation Jackpot back in the 1980s, the big Department of Justice crackdown that made a name for our current governor, Henry McMaster, who was then a federal prosecutor. But Barrett Bowler was actually charged in connection with Operation Jackpot, was facing drug smuggling charges. This is a guy who was joined at the hip with Alec Murdaugh. They were friends, business associates. Alec Murdaugh had his power of attorney right before Bowler died in 2018. And of course, Barrett Bowler was the owner of Mizell. It was Barrett Bowler who sold Mizell to Alec Murdaugh. So some deep connections there between those two individuals. And Bowler is very integrally linked to this investigation into the judges. So it's just another layer connecting Murdaugh to some seriously elevated.
Bowler is dead. Wow.
Levels of criminality.
He's been dead 5 years. So
Barrett Bowler's name came up during Murdaugh's double murder trial.
You're obviously a member of this law firm, and your review of the records as all this came to light, did that conversation take place around the time that the defendant was stealing some of Barrett's money?
Yes.
Did you ever have a conversation with the defendant about Barrett Bowler needing money because of his illness?
And you're referring to, yes, I did, I believe it would have been June of 2018.
Folks reported on the names of those two judges in the 14th Judicial Circuit that have ties to Murdaugh. The 14th Circuit covers the area where the Murdaughs wielded tremendous power for decades. Folks says there are other judges under scrutiny in several levels of the judiciary for a number of crimes.
Well, greasing the palms is just the beginning of it. I mean, we're hearing stories of procuring prostitutes, access to gambling, all sorts of stuff.
They were some pimps. They ran the town. We said it. We said it. They got bodies upon bodies upon bodies buried in their damn town. They've been running shit.
And certainly everyone's familiar with the judges that we've all talked about related to this case. Carmen Mullen, a circuit court judge down in the 14th Circuit. Harry Buckner, another circuit court judge down there in the circuit where the Murdaugh's firm was located. But there are other judges that the feds are looking at. And I want to point out, Anjanette, this is something we reported on this back in December of 2021, that this was a part of the federal investigation and of the state investigation. And I want to make it clear that it's not just the feds who are looking into these corrupt judges. Back in December 2021, when we first reported on it, state prosecutors indicated that they were taking an aggressive leadership role, in fact, in this part of the investigation. So I want to make it clear to everybody watching, it's not just the feds, state investigators and prosecutors are tracking down these corrupt judges as well.
I've reached out to both Judge Buckner and Judge Mullen. At the time of this recording, they have not returned my email. Folks says the judges he named signed off on some of the settlements for which Murdaugh is accused of orchestrating schemes.
They're basic, fundamental oversight obligations that, at the very least, they were looking the other way. And as you said, there's also that possibility that maybe they were getting something in addition to just looking the other way. So I think that's the kind of conduct that they're looking for. But, you know, I've talked to lawyers all over South Carolina for years. And Anjanette, they told me, hey, we just don't even go down to the 14th Circuit because it's rigged. There's no way we can win down there. If the Murdaughs bring a case there, there's nothing we can do. Just wave the white flag.
Back to the friction folks mentioned between state and federal investigators and prosecutors involving those financial crimes cases.
Ordinarily, it would be a situation where I think an agreement would be reached, but in this case, they are clearly going to move forward. It is nobody's going to give an inch on this on either side. And I think when Creighton Waters appeared again last week in Kingstree at the plea hearing for one of Murdaugh's co-conspirators on the financial crimes, Corey Fleming, he made it absolutely clear this is a state case. You know, the misconduct was in state courts on state settlements before state judges. He kept repeating it over and over, getting the litany going, sending a clear message to the feds to back off.
Alec Murdaugh will be back in court next month twice, once for a state case and the second in federal court, where he will change his plea on September 21st. He remains in protective custody in prison in South Carolina, where he's serving 2 life sentences for the murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul. Murdaugh is appealing those convictions. For Law and Crime, I'm Anjanette Levy.
We begin with.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Finish some more of these news stories tomorrow. Yep. Got any last words, Gabriel?
Nothing much. They didn't believe in us, but I did.
When are you gonna do Andre Agassi, sir? And I want to see Steffi Groff as well.
Eventually, I'll get to them. Although Steffi probably more than Andre. Andre never really.
And Jennifer Capriati. Don't forget about her.
Jennifer was a partier, even when she came back and won.
Since we on the tennis kick, we'll get a Jennifer Capriati, Andre Agassi. Andre Agassi had like the best-selling tennis shoe ever, sir. His Nikes were dope. If nothing else, he should be applauded for that. And he was still kicking ass at 40. And he dated Brooke Shield.
Married. He was married to.
Whatever. I'm just saying the man was a rock star. Give him his flowers, sir.
I met him a couple times.
You gave old weird-looking Pete his flowers.
Because Pete shouldn't have a wife that hot.
Especially with hair like that.
Andre, you kind of go, okay, well, yeah, Andre's
Pete Sampras got that Jew hair.
You Greek, though. I don't know. It's a Greek thing.
What do you call it? Antimachinopolis? Annapolis, whatever the fuck their names are. Well, all right, y'all. We out.
Peace.
Hell my head. Fuck your timeline, bitch. We still broke up.
State gang, the mob, true sippers, we in too deep. Money boy, trade. Money boy, trade. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on head. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. People is damaging pants on my neck. Jacking my friend. Pour up before, pop me an X. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on head. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. People is damaging pants on my neck. Jacking my friend. Pour up before, pop me an X. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. It's a go 10 and 4, it's a bit. On the ground, about to cook me a jet. Niggas mad when I stun and I flit. With precision, I'm gripping the jet. Burn a brain while I'm gripping the neck. No dealings, I jump on some shit. I'm a dog, it's a shame on my mess. Go hard and shout out to my ex. Play if I move it on to the neck. Out in Brooklyn, course out with the net. I'm shining, I'm blessed. Like a beacon that runs with a friend. VIP talking shit with some jet. Take it simple with Yankees and Mets. High fiving with guys and it. Don't ego, my life is the shit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on hit. That nigga talking, but they not a threat. VVS damage and bands on my neck. Jacking my friend. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm tossing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm kicking, on fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on hit. That nigga talking, but they not a threat. VVS damage and bands on my neck. Jacking my friend. 4 for 4, pop me a hit. I'm tossing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm kicking, on fire, I'm hit. I get it, I'm gon' pull off in a hurry. First through truck, I sit into my stripping. No time to kick it, I'm busy, I'm working. I just suspended, I'm still out here serving. 30s and green, bitch, that's a lane. Pulling up train, form machine. Infrared beam, carbon 15. MoneyBoy trade, fly with no wing. My bottoms is red, Robert's the green. Go to my body, I feel like a king. Go to one center, course, I watch a king. Real rich and white, but I'm for the team. Fuck your opinion, that's all that I strain. I was 14 when I had a dream. Dollar sign, go for the green. Pop me a bean. Swaggin', I'm fresh and I'm clean. Feeling like Jordan, I'm wearing Supreme. Rolling up, smoking Supreme. Infrared beam. Carbon 15. Precise like a surgeon, I won't miss a thing. 24/7, I'm flat with no wings. Bitch.